Well met, lords and ladies, Jacob Butter speaking, and welcome back to another episode of... I didn't press the button, dang it. Let's try that again. Welcome back. To another episode. What can I say about today's video? No, really, what can I say about today's video? I have never seen this channel before, I know nothing about them, and I only just came across this because Aidan recommended this to me. And why is Aidan making recommendations all of a sudden? Well, it's a very simple reason. So remember how I said that because of Hogwarts Legacy and also because of stuff I was going through with my computer and the connections with these streams, I cleared out a bunch of files and apps and stuff? Well, as it turns out, I might have been a little bit careless in a few of my mass deletions, one of which happened to include the list with all of my backed up projects for Gacha review. So when I mentioned that, Aidan said, "Oh well, I'll find something for you to review." So here we are. as it turns out, I ended up coming across one of the things I was going to review on there anyway, immediately afterwards. But why not? For the sake of today, we're going to take a look at Swapped Twins. And of course, Aidan himself is here to partake
Hi.
in this event.
I am in the thumbnail. You see my beautiful
You-
Gacha OC face.
You are in the thumbnail. And yeah, speaking of people, I shouldn't have. There was only 2 people in the thumbnail, so I couldn't put this next guest in the thumbnail. But
Just
guest
have
is
BB's head floating like in the middle of the thumbnail. Sure, her head is just there, just floating.
It's funny actually. I actually had a joke that was very similar. So whenever your intro happens, I just realize I'm on these streams so often, and I don't do gacha. So just shove my face in there, Matt Pat style, just randomly.
See, that would be
you have all those gacha things. You just have my face doing some stupid expression in the corner, like.
You know what? If I did have Fire Alpaca, that's what I would just use. Like not even your gacha face, like your actual human face.
No, that's what I mean. I mean, just toss my big old head on in there.
BB, if you send a picture of you making a goofy expression, I will Photoshop it.
Please do. Okay.
Okie dokie. All right. It's gonna be like one of those old-fashioned floating heads from like NES games.
No, okay. I'm gonna be back here looking like what's his face from
your
like
Shark Boy and Lava Girl. Back there.
Yeah. Also, if people are wondering why exactly I've put BB in center frame right now, it's because he's got a new camera.
Woo! Let's go, baby.
It looks really clear. It's very good.
I did get a 4K camera. I found a fairly.
Although I can see all your acne now, so.
I mean, Restream only goes into.
Maybe it should have been 4K.
Wow, fantastic. I was about to say, Restream does 1080p, so it's not like it's going to be too bad in this case. But well, great. Now I can't. Now it's not going to be salvaged. I try.
Yes.
Anyways, hello to William.
Hello,
Rayman. And also, welcome to Just What in the Gacha review is this? Well, I'm glad you asked that. This is Swapped Twins, which I have no knowledge about apart from this 1 second clip.
I have no knowledge about it either. I just saw voice acted Gacha, and this creator is relatively popular. They sit at 105k subscribers, so they're relatively popular. And yeah.
Who wants to hear the description of this video so they can all be up to date with what this is all about?
Yes.
Okay. So the description reads as follows. Shorts. #gacha story. #gacha. Well, I just mentioned the shorts part because this is not a YouTube short. This is an 18-minute long video.
What a good mic right now.
Right. Let me just let's see if there's something happen here.
Yeah, you're being a bit iffy there.
Okay, no, I've got it. I know why. Because it was set to my webcam microphone, so I plugged that in last. There we go.
Well, that'll do it.
Okay. Like, as I was saying, this video is 18 minutes long. It's not a YouTube short. This is clearly someone who's just using the #shorts to boost that. And, it seems to have worked decently well. 12,000 views, nothing to scoff at. In fact, one of my only videos to ever achieve more than 12,000 views was a short, so I can understand.
Shorts are magic, man. Okay, here's my thing. Shorts were magic. I think them making it paid, though, might mess with the algorithm a bit. I don't think they're... Like, I don't know, maybe I'm being paranoid, but I feel like them making it so you can actually have monetizable shorts will really make the market even bigger. And I feel like that might have some I think that might have some negative effects in the long run.
Maybe, but I mean, I've seen some pretty good Minecraft shorts.
You've seen them, but the point is that now they're monetizable, which means everyone's gonna want that dough. So it's the same reason.
Have more incentive to make them. Yes.
Yeah, that's the reason YouTube itself kicked off for a while, because a lot of people were like, "Oh, wait, you can get paid for this online thing."
I can make the dough.
Indeed. Yeah. Speaking of that, keep my watch hours up, please. I've 500 to go, or possibly like 400 or something now. It doesn't quite give me the exact estimates.
So yeah, we're on our way, people. Right. So as I was saying, we'll go back into this. We have the title and description again, and the description of the actual episode reads as follows. I hope you all enjoy this voice-acted Gacha Club mini-movie. I put a lot of effort and time into this video, so please support the video. Thank you all for watching my new GCMM. Love y'all. Well, I hope that cleared everything up for anyone in case anyone had any doubts about what this was all about. So, let it be known, a lot of effort was going to be put into this. I mean, don't let us see that for ourselves. Tell us you put a lot of effort into it. Not like we can actually judge for ourselves or anything.
Guys, I put a lot of effort into my upcoming project, Rip in the Dark.
Indeed. And if you want to see that, go ahead and click the bottom link in the description to go to BB's main channel so you can actually be notified about that. I knew you were going to mention that, so I prepared.
There's a total of 1 video on it right now. There will be a pretty long-running series, I would expect, by April.
If you do a logo reveal for a video, like a teaser, like do a logo reveal.
I have revealed the logo, guys. Okay.
You have? I mean, I know you did it on the Discord server, but
I also did it on the Twitter. Oh well, okay. I guess that's the Butter Bunch Twitter. I tried.
Yes,
Here's the thing. I tried
the actual channel to get hype on the actual place it's going to take place in.
Okay, here's my thing. Here's the thing. I tried doing that before I ever posted on Twitter. The logo is a bit too big to actually fit on like the community tab, like picture thing.
Okay,
so,
yeah, I get that.
So they would only get like a small chunk of it. So it would
actually
really
that could be interesting. Just do several of those, but like split them up so like we get one chunk one week and then another chunk the next week, and just keep going like that.
Just figure out how to sliver it up for every week until the launch.
Wait, no, hold on a second. Make it like an ARG, have them split into chunks, show the first chunk as per normal, have the second chunk be like a spectrograph or something, and then just keep making like other codes like that as people go along.
They might think that's part of the lore, which will make it really hard to explain for how that connects to lore in a series set in 1350 Norway. Oh, the spectrograph, it's real important to the lore, guys. Just, yeah, it really fits in with the Black Death.
Yeah, well, you never know. Depends on what part of the logo you show, I guess. Right, let's see. It's been a while since I've watched any twin-related gacha stuff. I mean, you know what? Me too. And I will say this, just over the course of my life, I've just had like a fascination with twins in general as a concept, as well as things that I share with Shakespeare, so I'm quite proud of that.
That reminds me, actually. I was going to mention this whenever Aidan was talking, but I completely forgot about that. So, just because you mentioned the intro, and so I had to do the self-promo there.
Yeah.
But Aidan's mentioned, he mentioned this, like, in this, like, a few minutes ago. Aidan, did you just see that this was voice-acted Gacha and said, oh, Jacob has to watch this?
Well, it was more the case of I'm gonna find something. Hey, let's look up some voice-acted Gacha, and that was the incentive.
I just like the idea that the only thought process needed for a Jacob Gacha review is that it's voice-acted.
But most of the stuff I've been reviewing in recent months has not been voice acted.
So I'm like, I thought it would be easier to watch anyways, because that way we don't have to sit down and read everything, I mean, it's fun to do the voices, don't get me wrong, but it's like way more effort, It
is 18 minutes long, so it is better to, have that for a review.
What do you mean? You guys can't be making like chipmunk sounds for like the entire? I'm assuming the main cast is all.
I can't do a chipmunk voice, but I'm gonna try to do it. Okay. I'm Alvin, and I'm Alvin.
I was gonna say Alvin.
Yeah, I could technically make a chipmunk voice, but I don't have my.
You're one of the chipettes. I don't know what the. I
don't have my audio interface. They're called Bridget.
I don't know any
Brittany.
name.
Oh, Brittany is one of them.
Jeanette and Eleanor are the other two.
Yeah.
Anyway,
okay.
I was gonna say I could do a chipmunk voice, but I don't have my audio interface, so I don't have the button to set that up. Wrong mic, I'm afraid. Next time.
Yeah, and I am Alvin, or maybe Jacob would make more sense as Alvin, actually, realistically speaking.
This is the stream, by the way, guys. You're sitting here for the whole hour, by the way, listening to us talk about Alvin and the Chipmunks now.
By the way, we're going to open up. Aidan's going to open up a second channel called Alvin the Best. It's just all of his videos, but with a chipmunk filter on them, re-rendered and re-released exactly as they were originally.
Exactly.
No, it like merges. The logo is just a merge between Aidan and Alvin's face, just combined.
Actually, to be fair, like like the Why Kai Sucks video particularly would benefit from like a chipmunk filter. I think.
Oh my god! I need to remake that. I need to remake that video. God.
Yes, remake it with a chipmunk voice. Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
It'll be like that one like little like saga of like Unis Honest with that one other shit. What was it? What did they name it? Ted Horton. Ned Horton?
I don't know. I'm just remembering the video where they just like have like I once knew a girl named Abigail who's like constantly snorting helium the entire time.
It was that was Eggnog video. Still very underrated. Best video on the entire channel as far as comedy goes. So good to me. But
yes, Theodore was the one with the green hoodie. Yes.
But
yeah, Theodore was like the cute one out of all of them, like the cute.
Wow.
I mean, fair.
Alvin was the troublemaker, and Simon was the smart one.
There you go.
Sure. Okay. I feel like Simon had his own cute qualities.
Okay,
well,
yeah,
I'm sure they all did, supposedly. That was part of the marketing, but Theodore was like that was like his main defining trait.
It's like Daniel from Afro.
Theodore was no different than any of them. Theodore was just fat and had puppy eyes when he needed them.
Exactly,
but puppy eyes. He was also more innocent. He was also more innocent than that.
Well, I didn't. Well, okay. No.
Watch some twin content.
No, we aren't. He started causing chaos when the others were away. Let's not act like he didn't join in that stuff. He was stupid, not innocent.
Innocent and stupid.
There we go. He has his character traits. Fantastic. Let's watch some twin stuff.
Hey, my name's Rory, and from what I remember, my childhood is what you would call perfect.
Might also sound like I'm a text-to-speech bot.
Yeah, is that text-to-speech bot?
Okay, if this is what counts as voice acted, I'm calling
Oh my god, Jacob, we need to do a Mutant Girl dub where we just go to text-to-speech and just dub every character like that.
I would talk to strangers. I am more
whenever people don't send in their lines.
Everyone's just text-to-speech.
No, here's my... Are we sure, if this is text-to-speech, are we sure that this is going to be easier than just reading it?
Well, it's going to be more easy to make fun of, so take that for you.
The thing of text-to-speech is like, it lacks emotion.
Yeah. Alongside my twin sister Rena, which was the start of a very strong friendship.
I could just tell how strong it was by your voice.
Rena and I were very lucky since we grew up in a rich household with two very loving parents.
No wonder there are no voice actors credited. No humans voiced in this video.
Oh my goodness! And yet it's marketed as voice acted and also as a short. What have you summoned me to, Aidan?
I don't know.
My parents were the founders of the famous Lynn Hotel and were known from all around town.
The famous Lynn Hotel. That thing looks cheap. What on earth?
By the way, guys,
it looks like a apartment building.
We don't condone AI voice acting.
Oh my god. Wait. Oh god. Political joke I came up with. They took our jobs! They took our jobs!
They've streamlined it.
Oh my god, yeah. Why does that voice sound like someone from My Story Animated? Yeah, which is weird because My Story Animated also hires like...
Okay, but I think My Story Animated hires non-native English speakers, so their voice comes off more robotic because they are probably reading off a script and don't understand English as well.
Or they just haven't rehearsed it as much.
Yeah,
something like that.
So it comes off more robotic and more emotionless.
Yeah, it's been the famous Lynn Hotel has been named as one of the top 100 best hotels in where the country, the world, the city.
I guess in existence. I don't know.
That thing is one of the best hotels in the world. I don't believe you. I mean, I know not judge a book by its cover, but that is one grotty cover.
Everyone adored my sister and I for our beautiful blue eyes and soft, long brown hair.
And soft, long brown hair. You know, that might be a human error there. No, most AIs don't glitch and then read stuff like later on as they catch up. And if they do, make them repeat it. Just run the program
maybe
again.
This isn't AI voice acted. I hope it's not AI voice acted. Because that's wait, isn't there supposed to be singing in this song? Singing in this? How is the AI
Wait a minute.
The AI supposed to sing
this? I want
to singing in the thumbnail, so assumably, oh god, I don't want to
Oh
hear
yeah, that's
AI
right.
try to
Of
sing.
course, yeah. La 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 la
La la, sing a happy song. La 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 la.
It's the new Smurf, Robo Smurf. And yeah, it can just. I mean, the hotel name, fair enough. The Lin Hotel. I guess it might be owned by the Lin family. I guess maybe that might make sense. I'm not sure if that's what their name.
We looked so alike that it was difficult to tell us apart.
I mean, I can already tell. I can already tell while he was a mole. Classic twin sign.
Fortunately for others, Rena and I had very different interests, so it was a bit easier to tell us apart.
You just said it was hard. Pick one.
Rena grew up as a girly girl who loved everything pretty and fashion related. While
I grew up as a cyborg.
I was more into books and the fake fantasies they provided.
Oh,
again,
wait,
and the fake
wait
fantasies.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Is this character literally saying girly girls aren't into reading? Hey, listen, all girly girls, if you're girly in any way, you know, you like feminine things, you don't like to read. Heck, I don't even think you know how to read. Because reading is a boyish thing. Reading is only for the men, okay? Only tomboys can read. Only
I don't like picking up
tomboys.
books. They smudge my nails when I turn the pages.
It's just like, okay, what's reading have to do with like?
I think Ghost Kitty just summed this up, this whole video up in one sentence. I like the editing, just not the voice.
Honestly, her introduction should have been like, I like tomboy things, or I like to play in the mud, not I like to read. That's a very basic interest that even girly girls can hold. I'm sorry. That's not a masculine interest, that's just a neutral interest.
Yeah. So I guess you know which twin it is if you catch them in the library. Or, I don't know, with a book in her hand.
With a book, you know, being mildly intelligent, you know, the intelligent
Of course,
one.
yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh,
apparently this is the cliche. Another gacha cliche. Fantastic.
But despite our differences, we had a bond like no other. I grew up with the most perfect
That stock laugh sound effect is the most human dialogue I've heard of this whole video.
childhood, one that everyone dreamed of. But one day it all took a turn for the worst.
Why that sound effect? That's a comedic sound effect.
Yeah, it's not meant to be like an awkward sound effect where like someone just said something like out of the blue. It was like, I like to eat salmon on a cow. That's where that kind of I don't know. I couldn't think of anything random and weird, so I came up with something random and weird.
Yeah, no, that's I guess that makes sense. Yeah, fair enough. Okay. It all took a turn for the worse the day that I revealed my sandwich and cow preferences.
It was Rena and I alone with our nanny in our mansion with our parents.
I'm sorry.
That's not a
Go
mansion.
back. We're not glossing over that. Hold on.
That's not a mansion, bro.
I grew up with the most perfect childhood, one that
You're telling me that okay, that is a relatively big house. Let's not kid ourselves.
It's a nice house,
no mansion.
but it's not a mansion.
everyone dreamed of.
I live in a mansion. Oh my god,
But
guys,
one day
I figured out I lived in a mansion.
Took a turn for the worst.
Go.
I think my
It
house
was
is
Rena.
bigger. I don't know. I don't know if they have a basement.
Well, okay, even if they do have a basement, that still doesn't count as a mansion.
And I alone with our nanny in our mansion with our parents at work tending to their hotel.
Okay, but see, this is the thing. I also look at the description. In the description, it also says the backgrounds are all like generated from freepic.com. Freepic.com has
Pop's house looks like a mansion in the movie.
Okay, freepic.com has thousands of images in it. You're telling me not one of those looked like a more decent mansion than that, or a hotel for that matter? I will say though, it's nice to see this hotel, but I'm just noticing also that the flames seem to be away from the hotel for the most part. Like some of them, like the inside of the building is burning, don't get me wrong, but most of the fire is like isolated to like the one side of it, like to the left of the hotel itself, but also rising so high up that it's about to like engulf the hotel from the side, like a wave of fire. Is this does this world like have the supernatural in it? Like, is that what we're like? Okay. Right, sure.
When all of a sudden the Lynn Hotel appeared on the news. My parents were there. It felt as though the whole world stopped.
Yeah.
Oh god, this gives me My Story animated vibes. This is just, it feels my
effects.
Oh my god, why is that comedic? What?
Okay, even My Story Animated in their most cringy day did not use comical anime sound effects in dramatic scenes. They at least had the decency not to do that. And nowadays, My Story Animated has improved significantly. But I mean, like back in the day.
Also, look at the nanny's eyes. Those are kind of weird eyes to pick, but those eyes make her look like she doesn't care. It's like,
all that she's like squinting at the phone, like she didn't know that.
Parents are dead. Oh no.
Soon enough, we had received.
Well, I mean, then she's have a job, so I'm fine with her.
Received a phone call from the fire department. Hello, who is this? Good afternoon. This is the head of the fire department.
Is that a real voice?
Sorry, could you repeat that, please? I said, "Good afternoon."
I think they tried to use like a filter on. They tried to use a filter on the audio, but it didn't work very well.
Yeah, because the audio is going at like 1,000 kilometers an hour. Of course, it doesn't work.
We have called to bear some unfortunate news. What is it? Megan Lynn and Robert Lynn were unable to make it out of a fire that erupts on the bottom floor of the Lynn Hotel.
Also, one thing you gotta take into account is the fact that the fire department wouldn't be calling you. Like,
I actually don't know what their process is for this.
Like, I'm pretty sure the police have to tell you personally. I don't think the fire department itself have to break the news.
Also, do any phones display like like caller ID on it? Normally, the caller ID shows the ID, right? This doesn't seem.
Wouldn't it be like 911 or something on there?
Yeah, or whichever emergency number happens to be the one that they're.
True. You know. I think they are British because they did say the word nanny. I think nannies are a British concept, or at least that word is normally used in context of a British nanny.
I don't know. It was used a lot in Jessie.
Yeah.
They were on the top floor and weren't able to make it out. I'm sorry for your loss.
This sounds so emotionless.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry for your loss.
Like, text doesn't work a lot of the time because it's like, oh yeah, your parents are dead. All right, bye then. Sorry for your loss. Like, come on. Like the fire department definitely, if they do call like that, I'm not sure if they have more tact than that.
Hey, by the way, your parents are dead. Bye.
At that very instant, my picture-perfect family was ripped apart.
And they also fade to black and white in the image. That is a clever edit, though. By the way,
yeah,
I'm just teasing.
Edit.
Yeah.
And soon it became worse. Besides our parents, Rena and I had no relatives that were able to bring us into their home. We were then put up for adoption and soon were separated. Rena was adopted by a family that lives in a completely different state.
To be fair, like, the idea of being adopted and being separated does actually happen in real world adoptions between siblings.
Yeah.
Which personally, I think, I don't know. I kind of feel like there should be rules on that where, I don't know. I know it would make it harder for the child to get adopted, but it's also kind of cruel, especially if they're on the older side, to be stripped away from their sibling just because, I don't know.
Yeah, that's very true.
Because like, especially, because like, they're still your family, especially if you grow up. It's one thing if you're both babies and being separated, that's a one thing. But it's another thing if you're like a teenager or like even like a 10-year-old or like a smaller child, like someone you actually knew. Like once you
Absolutely. Especially if you have such a potent bond like this, yeah.
Well, I was adopted by a loving single mother named Alina. My new home was not near as big as my old one.
Actually, it looks about the same size. What are you talking about?
Maybe slightly smaller, but not by much.
Like it looks like it doesn't have like 2 floors, but it also looks like it's wider, so it kind of evens out. Surely.
Yeah, it's not really a massive change. It shouldn't
maybe
be.
maybe the back of the previous house was actually much larger. Maybe that was the mansion part. It's actually like super long. We just saw the front of it.
Didn't make much of a.
I don't know. Did Annie during the phone? Oh no, my clients are dead. Who's going to pay me now? Yes, but also the fire department. Oh no,
your parents are dead.
Yeah.
Oh,
Difference.
no.
I
don't
had
like
soon
how
grown
this
a-
whole story is narrated. I don't really because like the story is just primary narration. That's all. Like, I mean, the visuals, don't get me wrong, are nice. It would just be nice if instead of dealing with all this narration and narrating what happened, like in My Story Animated, we focused on certain scenes and stuff like that, and we zoomed into certain moments. Yeah, we can have narration to switch between scenes and narration to even skip a few scenes, but I feel like instead of I think it would be nice to have a few integral scenes where we zoom in on a moment and focus on the moment.
I personally don't mind having it all be narration. If it weren't just a robot doing the whole thing, then I would be much better. But it depends, because you actually get a lot of character out of just narration a lot of the time. They do it well enough in radio, and here you have the advantage of visuals to go alongside it, which are way more human than anything in the soundtrack. So,
well, okay,
with those two things together, it'll be fine.
I have a bit of a disagreement here. I think that narration and visuals don't necessarily go together.
Really? I think that visuals and narration go well together. I mean, well, I think the visuals are really impressive.
I think they can go together if the entire thing is a narration. If I wanted something visual with a narration, well, actually, I tell you, if I wanted narration for a whole story, I'd read a book. I'd listen to a radio play. I'd do literally anything else. If I wanted something visual, I would watch a show. I would watch a movie. I mean, there's in betweens, but I don't think having visuals and then just like a full third person story is all that great.
Yeah, and okay, so I've been watching this YouTube channel recently called Savvy Writes Books. And she reviews a lot of books and stuff like that. And some books she reviews are self-help books.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing she's talked about when reviewing those self-help books is the fact that some of them become unengaging when they're not pulling you into the moment as much of the story.
Any book.
Yeah, and that's one of those things where even if you did want to mix this kind of thing with the visuals, the AI does no help. Because the AI has no emphasis.
That's what I was saying.
Honestly,
the AI has no emphasis on any word. All right, here I'm gonna read this now. I had soon grown accustomed to my new house and viewed it as though I'd lived there my entire life. Suddenly, now it sounds like a person.
I feel like this story would have been objectively better if the text to speech wasn't a part of the story, and it was just text on the screen. That probably would have been the better approach to do if you're not gonna actually get real voice actors.
Yeah, I don't know. I genuinely
Yeah, Ghost Kitty. But this comment here again is that describes exactly what I was thinking about when writing Silas and Genevra in Mutant Girl. Okay. Because that was exactly right. They were the dead were abusive at the time in Gacha, and even to this day.
Okay.
So, make them alive and supportive and worry. What an actual subversion that was.
Outside of Gacha. I feel like on the conversation of Silas and Genevra, you sacrificed you didn't you can have them be not abusive or not dead and have them be interesting, and that's what I
wasn't referring to why they were not interesting. I've long since accepted the fact that yes, they could have a more character to them.
They could have.
I understand that, but honestly, out of the two options, say that I did have to choose between making them boring or a cliche, I would have picked boring every time. the lack of interest is a shortcoming on my part, but I don't regret for a second having them be alive, supportive, and just actually there and wanting to be involved in the Bro
Yes, I just kind of wish they were written better.
Yeah, I understand that. That wasn't the point I was trying to make there.
Yeah.
The salvation for their characters, I feel like would be in a later season. Probably like around this high school era, actually. Because at the end of the day, I feel like for a lot of parents, like, I mean, raising a kid and all that is hard, but like it's even harder in high school because said kid now wants to be, their own entity, which while they may be fine with, I think they might have their own shortcuts that they might try to impose. And then, they're like, oh, well, you could do this instead. And so they could just be a little overbearing. And I feel like that's where that would come in.
Actually, yeah, those two could be overbearing. You are right, yes.
And then you get to have your classic Full House heart-to-heart around the end of the season. We're like, oh, I'm sorry. We make middle ground now. Oopsie daisy.
That's the thing. That would be a parental cliche in any other medium except for Gacha, so I would not be against that. This is why Mutant Girl, when people when I first started making the show, there was a few questions like, oh, why are you doing this in Gacha? This could easily be a Minecraft show or a something else show. I was like, well, yeah, but it's trying to subvert tropes of actual Gacha, and also because I want to actually explore Gacha as a medium in the first place. So that's why it always exists as a Gacha show and continues to this day to exist in the medium it was first made in. Despite how many requests I've got to make a Minecraft version, certainly. In fact, William was going to do that Minecraft animation at one point, but didn't work out. But yeah, the Gacha one remains for that reason.
Also, okay,
so counter. Okay, I'll check in with you.
All right, so I'm gonna bring the folks back to the video real quick. So one thing that I do kind of like, but I kind of wish they would get I also kind of wish they would give her more depth is the main character, because they only really told us that she's not like other girls because she likes to read apparently. And I mean I do like how they're bringing back the whole book thing and one of the images, but at the same time I don't know, I find it weird. It's she's not like other girls, she actually likes to read.
I'm also just gonna say this. Yeah,
wait, Phoebe, do you like to read?
Okay, compared to the other twin who is like other girls, who smiles
I'm not like any other girl you'll meet. I love reading.
Oh my God. She's not like other girls.
In fact, it's funny actually. So this could be argued to be a self-promo, but it is also kind of anecdotal to this conversation. So Rip in the Dark had a lot of versions, including at one point very much intended to be a book. Didn't happen because it just wasn't the right medium for me. I went through so many mediums before eventually deciding on an RPG. I mean, that's all there was to it. But no,
you just gotta pick the right thing.
But I really do like reading. You know what I don't like reading in though? I don't like reading at night. I don't like how she's doing this right now. I cannot read at night. Okay, I don't care if you have that night light there. The lighting is wrong.
That looks like the moon, honestly. The nightlight is the moon.
I think
the thing is, also, side note, I'm supposed to believe that the orange moon is showing a pink light? No. But regardless, I don't like reading at night. That's why she's not like other girls.
She has bat vision. Perfect. Oh wait, actually, wait, no. Yeah.
Accustomed to my new house and viewed it
owl vision, I should have said.
As though I had lived there my entire life. My mother wanted me to become successful in the future, so she signed me up for a private school.
because, again, false dichotomies, you can only be successful in the future if you go to a private school. What is this story trying to say about girls and people who go to public school?
Okay,
Weird morals going on.
Okay, here's the thing. So women can't be girly and like to read, so that isn't allowed. And they also like intelligent, successful people also can't go to public school because then you're just dumb with the rest of the filthy trash. So you got to go to a private school.
Man, they're living the whole like Puritan lifestyle.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was a religious school, honestly.
Yeah, well, I mean, if they go to the real Puritan lifestyle, they got to ban some theaters. Let's see if that happens.
Of course, you know.
She was so focused on
women reading extra bad.
My future that every penny she made went towards my education.
Which, of course, was visualized by actual pennies that she was be paid in nowadays.
Yeah.
So,
women are also only paid in pennies, you know?
They can't own credit cards or bank accounts.
This is the most literal version of women's wages being all messed up.
Yeah, BB, are your wages messed up?
I'm gonna be honest, my wages are terrible. I'm not, I have no money that I'm using on anything.
Exactly. You're only taking pennies because,
Actually, the cast of From the Dark is getting paid in 2 pennies each person.
Ah.
By the way, there is like
once
an
a month
episode of there's an episode of Regular Show where we see like how the park employees are all paid. They're all paid and they're paid with checks, except for Mordecai and Rigby, who get like plastic bags full of change in them. It's like, of course.
Do they not have a banking account? Or like birds?
That's exactly the point of the episode, that they end up going and doing that.
Wait, so birds and raccoons aren't allowed to own banking accounts in regular world?
Well, they're allowed, they just didn't bother before because they're Mordecai and Rigby.
It's weird. Even I had a bank account. Even I have one.
I was 13.
This thing, whatever it is it a show, movie?
Mini movie.
Yeah, mini movie.
Oh. Okay, mini storybook. It might just take place in like the 1950s.
Yes.
Hence why women aren't reading. Hence why they're being paid in pennies. Hence why pennies is feasible for education.
Hence why the adoption laws are draconian. I mean, they still are, but more draconian.
It all makes sense, really. The only thing that doesn't... In fact, even the dyed hair kind of makes sense, because actually... Yeah.
Okay, to be honest, BB, I would have said the dyed hair and the fashion and some of the more modern backgrounds would be an indicator that it was not the 1950s.
Oh, you've seen Fallen Angel.
I've watched Fallen. You've got my
seen Fallen Angel.
Guessed my punchline.
No,
yes,
okay,
exactly.
Okay, the dyed hair, technically, dyed hair has been around for a while.
To be fair, we could be in a situation like The Mutant Girl or Maya Street, where unnatural hair colors in reality are completely natural in that reality.
Yeah. Speaking of Maya Street as well, but you might want to add another cliche counter on here, Ghost Kitty. Overworked single parents.
Appropriate age, I began to work.
I don't think they specified.
Well, they're about
jobs after school. I put all my money into a jar that I planned on using towards my life goal.
Wait a second, hold on.
Wow, hold a second. You earn more money than your mum does in one go.
Wait a second. Are you able to go back at all?
Yeah, well, I can scroll back, yeah.
Can you go back to the janitor bit? Not the mom being the janitor, but the girl being the janitor.
Yeah, okay, I'll try.
She was so focused on my future that every penny she made went towards my education. Once I was of an appropriate age, I began to work jobs after.
There you go.
It's weird. Why they also gotta specify at an appropriate age? Like, I feel like most people can understand that you'd be working at an appropriate age. Like, they're not gonna expect like a 6-year-old to work.
Why not just give a number? That would make way more sense.
Yeah.
So okay, this flashed by too quickly for me to process. But what I saw was I thought they straight up just copied what she's doing right now on here. So I thought that she was just back here working depressively, and they just took a camera and went.
That would have been amazing.
After school.
All right.
I put all my money.
Oh yeah, we're on cliche counter 4 now because of that setting off. Good. Okay.
into a jar that I planned on using towards my life goal.
Bro, the penny
And then-
doesn't fit.
Maybe it will.
Ever since my
No, it never
Nope.
goes in. You're right.
Just
parents
got
passed,
away.
I had been
Yeah, see see they only designed piggy banks for pennies in the 1950s, so full on pound coins, which also
Okay.
weren't a thing in the 50s. Anyway, whatever.
I think I was right about the stay-at-home thing. Because you have the dad over here, and then they just
Oh, no, those are the
randomly
dead
throw on
parents.
us that the parents pass. So,
Well,
No,
you
was
missed that scene
established
before.
earlier.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they died in a fire. And apparently
yes,
the fire
the mum-
department told them that we're dead. Like the
You're
fire
right, the
department
mum-
itself apparently now tells people when the people
I can
die.
just picture the AI voice like that. And then my parents died in a fire.
Actually, it was even funnier because like the AI literally said like the AI voiced the fire department and it said, "I am sorry for your loss." Just like, geez, thanks. Put more emotion to it next time. Jesus.
inspired in a hotel just like theirs. But as for now, I was stuck
A hotel just like theirs, but it actually looks way fancier than the original one that they had, which is one of the top 100.
working as a hotel janitor.
Man, you
And
can't
just
get
tomorrow
out
I
of
have-
janitor business, can you? Then again, 1950s woman.
an interview for promotion to become the hotel's front desk lady.
Are those jobs connected? Because I mean, sure. Okay, I guess.
I thought you wanted to own your own hotel, not be like a hotel manager.
Well, we're gonna work your way up.
Despite my
I
jobs
guess,
and
but
school
I
activities,
thought she was referring to the idea of her making her own hotel from scratch and her own business from scratch versus
Where do you think
know.
he's getting the money? Do you think
She
she has
gets
that kind
paid
of
in
money
money.
in pennies?
Gold
okay.
coins.
No, but here's the thing though. So the way she framed it, getting a promotion to be the front desk, like she's working her way up the corporate ladder to eventually become the CEO.
Yes.
Although this may be the 1950s, so I don't know if women are even allowed to be CEOs. I'm gonna be honest, women may not even be allowed.
Well, I think okay, they were allowed, but there was like an unspoken rule that like don't do it, basically,
that have crowded my mind,
or like don't let them, essentially.
I still haven't forgotten about my sister. As I grew up, I tried multiple times to get back in touch
That's
with her,
good, because I have.
though all my efforts were useless. The old
And all my sound effects were also useless.
adoption center had lost the folder containing all of my new family's
I'm
whereabouts.
sorry. I'm
Is
sorry.
that is that even legal? I don't think.
Well, I mean, it's
A
not,
modern adoption center lost to the folder.
not modern,
And
1950s.
contact info. I had completely lost touch with my sister. How much did I wish to meet her again?
How much did I? That's a question. That's not even like a like.
How much
What the-
did I wish? Do I love my sister? Do I want to see her again? I don't know. I mean, I'm just a robot. I don't know how many
Oh,
What I
wishes
like
I
is
Can
how
we
have.
you is. I like this bit that you've paused on because it looks like she's really just sitting down and contemplating it.
Yeah.
She doesn't know if she wants to see her sister or not.
Okay, cliche counter number 6: emotionless gacha character. That's like an actual thing that we would just gloss over. But some gacha videos, the character's like born emotionless, and that's like a
I'm
whole
very
arc.
sad. You know why? I thought this was gonna be good. I thought this was gonna be good. I was wrong. I'm
What
sorry.
gave you that thought? You saw voice acted Gacha and said this
I was
works
hoping
for
it would
me.
be better. I thought it would be decent.
What gave you this idea of inequality, bad or good?
Okay, no, I know exactly what it was. It was the thumbnail. The thumbnail looks like it's really well edited and like drawn
Yeah,
and put together.
they even drawn like a front-facing gacha character, which that's pretty impressive. Like you actually have to go out of your way to draw art assets.
This is a prime example of what I was saying in Walking West today about like how certain gacha things I perceived as perfect. This is going to be undoubtedly one of those videos that has like a bunch of positive comments, particularly because of the visuals being mostly pretty good. A couple of snacks here and there.
I mean, granted,
pretty
they're
good.
all edited screenshots, but they're well edited and shaded screenshots.
Absolutely.
Well-
So it kind of like tricks into thinking that the substance is good, but I mean, wrong cliche counter, number 6 over here, and the performance just doesn't exist. Yeah.
It's not voice acted; it's robo voiced.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the lighting effects.
Why do I hear birds chirping? What the?
Oh, wait a minute. You know what you said before about the narration? You wanted some, actual scenes in here? I think that's what we're getting.
Finally,
Amia, let me just go back to the original video and see how long it took.
What
to
I
get
like
here.
is that this isn't even really like in the scene. It's within someone's head still.
That's close enough. I mean,
Yeah,
actually, yeah.
but-
To be fair, this could actually be, this could have actually, just not been voiced at all. We've just seen her expression. That's true as well. At this point, I'll take it though.
This video would be better muted. I'm gonna be honest. This video.
We
would
should have
be-
just voice acted it ourselves.
Yeah, I thought it would be easier, but this is worse. It's not actually
Oh my
voice
goodness.
acted.
Yeah. Okay. So we're like 3.5 minutes into the actual video, and that's when, and only now, does the character actually, say something like, cliche counter 7, depressed protagonist.
Okay. I think okay. I'm just gonna say this right now.
Yeah.
This is a big downside. Most of these, at least I'm somewhat like enjoying myself to an ironic extent, right? Of oh, it's so bad, it's kind of okay. I'm gonna be honest, I just keep on yawning on this one.
Okay.
You can
Well, let's
play
see.
back and count.
Oh look, we're back to
the amount of yawns
narration.
I've
Don't
done.
worry,
I'm
BB. We're
good.
back to. We had 1 second of her internal thoughts, and now we're back to narration.
As I looked around the room, I realized that this is
Yeah.
not where I had fallen asleep the night before.
You've been kidnapped.
Was I kidnapped?
Yeah.
I have to get out of here as soon as possible.
Don't sound
Dude.
too what about it. Oh my goodness. Oh look.
But on my
Here we
way
go.
towards the door, I noticed something. Why do I look slightly different?
I
What?
don't know. The mirror's a different angle. Oh wait, no, I've got it.
Is
She's.
she seriously possessing her twin?
Yeah, I
God.
think so. Because look, the mole is there. She's gone inside the body of her twin.
Where did this come from?
I didn't even. Okay, there was no implication that anything supernatural existed in this world. World.
Apart from the fire that was like 10 feet tall. That was kind of
wasn't
supernatural.
meant. That wasn't meant to be supernatural. That was just meant to. That was just a bad perspective thing. But there's nothing in the story that implicates the supernatural.
I'll be honest, I don't actually care. This is the best twist in the video so far,
It's the only twist of the video.
Where did
so
my scar
far.
and therefore the best.
go? And why do I have a birthmark?
Also, hold a second. You had it. Oh, that's what that
It's a
was on her face
birthmark,
before. It was a
apparently.
scar. Did we never mention how she got the scar?
Hey,
Okay.
not important. She's a secondary
Heath-
character.
Heath Ledger's rolling in his grave right now. Jeez.
All of a sudden, I heard the door open.
I mean, we could have just literally heard the door open at the same time, but whatever.
Good morning, babe. Did you sleep well? Babe,
Oh, let's go on to bed.
Yeah, you know what? Did you sleep well?
Also,
Who is this
Yeah.
I mean, why is her boyfriend just casually in the house? Do they live together? Are we adults in this time
Maybe.
period? Are we?
Okay.
Is she still a kid?
He could
Is
have
she living with her
stayed
mom?
over. They could have moved in together. There's a
This
number of
could be
explanations
the-
for this.
This could be
Besides,
the
she's
1950s.
of an appropriate age. Remember?
Well, this could be the 1950s, and she needs a man.
Yeah, she needs a man at all times because women aren't responsible for themselves. They need a man to guide them. They need to
Okay,
follow
there
a
was a-
man.
Okay,
That's
there
true.
was-
That's
there
what
was
I-
like an actual. There's like an.
It's true.
actual
That's what I
rule in
learned from the
times
Old
of-
Testament in the Bible.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, BB, where's your man?
I was gonna say, well, I mean, I don't know. In the Old Testament, there's lots of women who end up being the death of their respective men. So he might have already killed us.
I don't blame them. In the Bible, it literally says that women aren't allowed to talk and that their husbands have to do all the teaching and preaching and all that, and that they have to listen at every word. This is where the
You should
Puritans
count
got
another
their
line.
ideas from.
The love interest
Literally.
has dark hair and wears jackets. Ah, dang it! That's
That
Marwick.
boy.
It's
Ah,
Aaron!
I
Well,
think
yeah,
Marwick-
Yeah, but Marwick's
It's
kind of
Aaron!
a nice
Aaron
boy.
Lycan, I know that guy!
Oh my god, is
It's
he is it
Afmau
Red
again.
Jacket?
It's Afmau again!
Okay.
Man.
let's-
Could he be my camper?
It is!
Oh my
Hold
god,
on,
it
did you
is
say
Aaron!
camper?
I mean, look, his
Rena,
skin tone is even equivalent to his Gacha skin tone, even though
It does.
Okay,
you look eerily like Aaron.
this is one thing I never really got when converting Aaron into Gacha. Like, I don't know what Aaron's race in my street's supposed to be, but I always I don't know if Aaron's meant to be less dark than Aphmau or more dark than Aphmau. But I don't know. I always thought Aaron was meant to be like white. Was my guess. I mean, I could be wrong because I thought he was based off Jason a lot. But like in like Gacha, when Aphmau made him, like he was either slightly darker than her or as dark as her. Even though Aphmau was like Hispanic, you know, so it's just like kind of.
Well, that's true. I forgot about that.
Kind of weird. I don't know. Like,
no idea.
It's really interesting, actually. Now that you mentioned that. Aphmau has that heritage, right? And her mom even follows like the whole like stereotypical like, oh, I got that chocolate. So it's implied that they live in a stereotypical like household for that kind of family. Why does she not carry any of those qualities with her? You would think she would at least like some of the food. Right?
I mean, but remember, Aphmau's repulsed by the idea of being like her mother, so I mean,
she also talks about like Somalis and stuff like that. Like, there's been a few minor instances of like culture like that being seeping in Aphmau's character, but not much.
Right? Like,
it really hasn't affected her character at all, fundamentally.
Like I'm not saying she needs to pick up a chancla too. What I'm saying is, but what I mean is like. She has like no qualities. There's like nothing from that part of their history that has followed Aphmau in any way, and it's clearly still following her mom decently. So it went from like at least like to a 50 to like a 0.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
even in the same household, actually.
Yeah, I will say, you know, if Mona were here, she'd be saying the exact same thing as you. I, of course, am going to say in this instance, you know. Good riddance, because Aphmau being anything like Sylvana is going to be she's just be like, you know what, I'm just going to reject the entire thing. You know, in universe, it makes more sense.
I mean, sure, but like, there's good qualities to those cultures that she could have adopted.
That is true. Yeah.
Like, it wasn't all terrible. I'm not saying, you know, again, every time that they have an argument about who the dog mom and dad is, the dog like barks back, and then Aphmau whips out her flip flop. What I'm saying
please. That would be...
What I'm saying is maybe just every couple of seasons even she just makes a meal made that is
Aphmau cook? Are you sure?
Okay, with a
grass in a thing.
Fine.
I know she does do something. You know, maybe like celebrate a different holiday or something. I don't know.
Right. It's like I don't. There
wait a minute!
Day-to-day concepts in that, like
My Street Day of the Dead special. That actually would have been pretty good.
That would have been fun, bro. That should have been the intro for Ghost.
We should have had that instead of, you know, Night of the Living Cats, when everyone, you know, that universe breaking episode.
That could have been the intro for Ghost. Oh my god! No, that shouldn't be the intro. That should have been the reveal for Emmeline. The whole Day of the Dead thing, right? That's like giving like a sense of worship, a sense of thanks to the dead. The ghost could have been like catapulted from the body as she's like exalted a little bit, just for like one night or something, and then it's revealed, oh, this face, oh my god, it's Emmeline.
Oh yeah, because it's like the full time, you know. So, you know, because I mean, if Emmeline's going to be around for the full festival in canon, she might as well be around for, you know, the actual the Day of the Dead, which takes place in the same literal season. So yeah, why not? She could be around. We could have Emmeline see herself, and we can have Aphmau actually address that plot hole for once, please. God.
Well,
please,
no, I don't mean that. I mean that because like Ghost didn't know she was Emmeline necessarily, but that could have been the reveal to the audience and to Ghost that she has a history, and the audience would be like, okay, so we were right. That would have been the time that your theory, Jacob, would have been like, oh, so I was right. It was Emmeline. That's when that would have happened.
No, my theory was
his theory was his theory was like, crap, what was her name? Zoe.
My theory was Zoe.
Zoe.
Oh, okay. Nonetheless, though, I feel like now that you mention it, maybe a Day of the Dead special could have been like both filler and the reveal for that.
I mean, it's not really filler at that point, but at the same time,
I mean, it doesn't need to be like
one
the
thing I
whole
do
reveal.
wonder about Athmau is like, does she really celebrate that kind of culture? Like, I know she's Hispanic, but like, does she celebrate?
that's the
you're
whole
referring
thing.
to actual Athmau in
Yeah,
real life?
yeah, she may not really
No idea.
celebrate that in real life, so she may. And
She doesn't talk a lot about.
Yeah,
about
she doesn't
her
really talk
stuff.
about that. I don't know. I'm actually
don't
kind of
know.
interested if she does do that, but I don't know.
I think my thing is though, because again, she grew up in a similar household to in canon like Athma, so I would assume because that is how human upbringings tend to work, she would have at least like one or two things, surely.
Oh yeah,
maybe,
I mean, for
but
crying out loud, I still celebrate Reyes, as people have seen. So,
For instance,
I kept a few things.
I was liking for hot foods, right? I think like IRL Athma said that she likes spicy things, right? That's a thing that's generally adopted by that culture. In canon, Athma could have had a lot of first spicy things. It didn't even it could have been offhand
Phoenix
comment.
Drop High, she did mention that because that was the thing that was she was
her mom
preparing
grew
Travis for.
peppers.
Yeah, there's that whole interaction with Travis, making sure, and Sylvana was the one enforcing, like, oh, the spicier it is, Ziana must, feel the spice of my love, or whatever the heck she said,
Although the one thing that was interesting is like the idea of Athmau and Sylvana being Hispanic wasn't even acknowledged till like season 5, and that was like very far down the line after being introduced. Like that was like the only other time something mildly close to that could got mentioned was during the New Year's party where Athmau's mom mentioned making tamales. But even then, that could have just, so I don't know. I found that interesting, but I don't know. I feel like in canon, it would have been mentioned beforehand or something like that. Like
I guess that is still more of a Sylvana thing. But then again, anything to do with cooking, let's not put Athma in front of that,
Ooh, okay, but Aaron could have done it as a gift. Aaron could have done that as a gift. Be like, hey, I know you like this, so I'll do it for you. That is a thing that Aaron would do. That is
actually, yeah, he did actually fix a meal that Sylvana cooked. Like by himself, so yeah,
with a ham. It was a ham.
He fixed the burnt ham and turned it golden. I don't know how he did that, but regardless
I think
of the nature of it, he still would be able to.
The ham. Okay, so keep in mind in that moment, why the ham was golden was because I believe it was meant to be honey ham, where it was like seasoned with honey, basically.
Okay, fine.
You don't. I know you don't. I know you don't eat meat though. I know you don't eat meat. So
I eat honey, so that
Yeah.
I'm half there.
Yeah. Go on.
Anyways, let's go back to this. Cliche counter 10. Protagonist and sibling have blue eyes. I don't know where to count this one because there's only so many eye colors you can actually have.
Don't shut up, Jacob. You're the reason I had to allow my Rip in the Dark players to have unnatural eye colors. Okay, I said no to the unnatural hair colors because to this day I can still technically say that all the characters dyed them unless you show a scene around their birth in which we literally
showed Reina's parents, one having purple hair and one having blue hair.
No, but here's the thing that could have all dyed it. I can technically logic it out. You guys locked me in a little hole when I was asked about the eye color, though. Okay, don't act like you have a limit to eye color.
Also, Helen's hair is also canonically like a bluish purple.
They could have done it as a family activity. Okay,
and it's like constantly do it.
No, I'm telling you, as a creator of Fallen Angels, I can guarantee you, Helen's hair is naturally blue and purple.
No, Death of the Author, show it in the series or it doesn't exist.
I literally showed her as a child with the exact same hair color.
How young as a child?
12! She was like 12 years.
That's 12 years that they can have an intelligence enough to say, I want this.
Most
Make them
babies
5 or younger.
With hair. Most babies aren't even born with hair, so how would I even show that?
It doesn't need to be a baby. It could be like 5 years old or something. I don't know. But until then, Death of the Author,
We've seen Reina like at 5 or 6. We've seen Reina that young.
We did see Reina at 6. That's true. But
okay, well, what I'm autistic. I have bad memory.
Well, I am too, but I don't have bad. That doesn't
You're
mean
the
you
one
have bad
constantly
memory.
spelling, bringing back like season and episode numbers of everything. Don't try and pull that card now.
Okay.
Doesn't work with you.
It works in some situations, just not all of them.
Uh-huh. Right. So, anyways, so going back to this. Okay, cliche card number 11. Love interest looks like a tough guy, but is actually kind. I guess.
I like this. Hold on. Pull up Joshua's
And also
recent
cliche
comment.
counter 12. Rip jeans.
Pull up Joshua's recent thing.
Oh, cliche counter 13. White shirt. Okay.
Oh no, a white shirt. So
How
cliche.
is that? Okay, that one I don't
He's
follow
wearing
on.
the color white. He's wearing white.
Is that like how many cliches? Like I don't know. But yeah, we have this frame that's been we've been stuck on for ages. So before we move on from this frame, I'm gonna say I love the mirror effect. It's nice and simple. Just copy the assets over, actually flip one of them over, and
you have to cut the image up though, and you have to like fade the transparency and stuff.
Yeah, and you can see that.
Actually, I think what happened here is that the mirror actually is actually chroma keyed, and that's why you can like see underneath it rather than that, because that's much easier to pull off than having to edit and then crop out the layer of the mirror only to sync up there. That would be way more difficult and just not worth it.
But quote unquote Reno over here. Actually, did that spelling of the name change? I don't remember. It looks like that's different. Okay. Whatever. Anyways, she's looking in that direction, but on the mirror, she's just looking straight.
Perspective, I guess.
Well, yeah, but like.
I don't think so, because again, the way that the best way to do a mirror effect is just to copy the exact same thing, like play it simultaneously.
Okay, we really got a topic. Let's keep going, please.
We're on topic.
This is about the scene, and for once it's about the visuals, because we've been just lambasting the AI for long enough.
Yes.
Rena, how do you know Rena? Do you know where she is?
Okay, see, playing at the exact same time.
All of a sudden, the unknown man looked at me as though I had grown 3 heads.
As though I had grew. Don't think we didn't notice that typo.
Babe, you are Rena. Did you by chance fall off your bed and hit your head again?
Again? This has happened before?
I guess so. And yeah, but of course, Rory's the one who has the scar, apparently, of course.
I'm Bria? No, I'm Rory. Rena's my sister. Wait a minute.
Gotta love when you just don't just don't cut the lip movements when you've like ended the line. What is this, Dingo Pictures?
Once I looked at myself in the mirror, it finally clicked.
You looked at yourself earlier.
Oh my word! I just went over this with Johnny yesterday. The thing is that that's because, like I always say, always have a script here. But you literally have a script right now. This is how this was made. How do you not check that?
Here's how you fix it, and it doesn't work as well in the visual medium. But in a book, what you say is, I glanced back at the mirror, and then it's implied that they could have missed it at first, then look back at it. But because you saw in a visual medium for like a couple seconds there, that doesn't work. But just saying, in this narrated standpoint, that is how you would fix that continuity. A visual standpoint, you just have to fix the whole scene. But
all right, cliche counted 13. Apparently, girly girl wears pink or purple. All right, there we go. Matches the blue eyes.
The reason I looked the same yet slightly different was because
I also. Oh wait, no, same one.
I look like my sister Rena if she grew up.
Oh, I got
But this doesn't make any sense. I'm Rory, but I look exactly like my sister Rena.
He's gonna take him mental asylum.
That is literally what you said before.
What do you mean?
Literally what you said previously about like how it was hard to tell you apart, that you looked identical. That was the entire point of that opening.
Rena, what are you talking about? You. What is my name, age, and birthday?
I'm talking about you. You're Rena.
Well, I have said your name several times, so your name is Rena. Your age would be the same age as Rory, because that's how twins work, and birthday would also be the same, because that is also how twins work. What a dumb line.
Rena Lynn, 18 years old.
Boom, we have a number, thank you.
Born on October 15th. It was at that moment I knew I was no longer Rory.
Took you long enough.
I was now Rena. And somehow
Yes, I got
overnight
that,
had
thank you.
switched bodies with my twin sister Rena.
Yes, we understand that. Thank you.
It's as though
You're just
fate was helping us
replaying
find
this.
one another again.
Except not really, because you haven't found each other. You just
No, you haven't found each other.
But
You
just-
found each other's homes.
not even that yet, because they don't even know where you are.
How exactly was I
there
going to
I think
explain
there's
this
a
to this random man?
miscommunication when you prayed to the face that night.
Listen, dude.
Listen
Dude.
to.
My name is not actually Rena. It's Rory. I may look like the Rena you know, but I'm actually Rory, her twin sister. We must have switched bodies somehow overnight.
Why do you say this so cat
Babe,
right? Because you have no other voice.
Uh-huh.
You need some more sleep.
I think you need to wash out your your eyeliner there.
I know I probably sound crazy, but I'm not Rena.
Probably.
That's enough, Rena. Stop messing around. Fine. If you don't believe I'm not Rena, I'll prove it to you.
Ask me something that only Rena would know. Okay, fine. What's my? I don't know. Boom. Proof.
I can
Ask me
prove that
questions.
Amrina starts pulling down her pants.
Oh my word. Are you
Ah.
serious? He actually tries to do that.
Uh,
There's the prediction for the day. I did it.
I said I've had enough, Rena. Just ask me, you moron. What's my name?
Is that word allowed in the chat? I
Oh
don't
wait,
know.
he says the name. That was my. I was kidding. I was kidding. That is the.
Man, I don't know. Eric?
Okay, the reason it doesn't work is because if she was pretending not to be Rena, she would also just say something random here.
I mean,
Here's
It's
the only way asking someone who they are works if you know the person and the person you're impersonating. You don't, you know.
also.
don't
I'm
know
just gonna
much
throw this
about
out
it.
here.
you're not
Just
trying
gonna
to
say
impersonate
this.
her at all.
So did both twins grow up in the same house? They didn't, right?
That no,
well,
they grew up in
for
the same
a
house.
bit
but
until
were
the hotel
separated.
burnt down. You saw that scene.
Okay. Because I was about to say, if they grew up together, then their speech pattern should be roughly the same. I don't know why he's surprised by a dude.
Everyone's speech pattern is the same in this. It's an AI. Okay, this one again, I don't really because like who would believe the protagonist in this instance? Like that's not the kind of thing that happens every day. Unlike 10 feet tall fire.
It's Tristan. What about your favorite color?
What is this, Monty Python now?
Easy. Blue. No, it's pink. How about what did you do yesterday? I was practicing for my interview I have soon. After I came back from my job at the hotel.
At the hotel. You're saying the hotel to a guy that you don't know. That's not how the works. You have to say
Okay, this Tristan dude is dense. He doesn't seem to understand the assignment. Okay, she is trying to get questions here for her, to which he is saying, no, it's this body, and it's like, oh my god, do you not get the point of this test?
yeah, and even then it's a dumb test anyway because you could just lie about not knowing if this was actually Rena.
No, you were modeling for the perfume company you
Hey
have a deal with.
guys,
Yeah.
I'm not Aidan. I'm.
Oh, really?
Jaden.
Prove it. Tell us only something that only Aidan would know as the not Aidan person that you are.
I like red.
No, that's
Cool.
me!
Wait a minute. He does.
I'm
Aidan does
Aidan.
like red.
Guys, I'm Aiden! Guys,
Aidan
that's
wears red all
we
the
have to
time.
switch back! We have to switch
Hey,
back!
okay, fine. Aidan, tell me if that isn't your real name, which you're telling me it is not. What is the jacket? Which character's jacket do you own from the series My Street?
Athnaus?
Wrong. It's Aaron. Oh my gosh, you're not Aidan.
How'd you know?
Yeah.
Only
Silly
Aidan would not
goose.
know- Only Aidan would know that he has an Aaron hoodie, and also me because I asked the question.
What? Rena models? And for what perfume company?
Also, wait, isn't it kind of weird? Like, she's like, I couldn't find my twin sister, and like, and her twin sister's also famous. It's just like, I couldn't find my famous twin sister. It's like,
okay, Aidan, how many perfume company models do you know can list off the top of your head?
Okay, yeah, but like, that's like being like, I don't know. Again, that's like, I'm trying to say, like, it's less believable that she wouldn't find her sister if her sister's more well known, you know? Like, it's one thing if her sister's just a face in the crowd. It's another thing if her sister's, you know, famous. Plus, you don't ever think that came up. Like, even
modeling, we're saying modeling for a perfume company. It could be a not well-known perfume company, or it could be a really unknown model. That's the thing.
Also, didn't she recently get the deal?
No, not the line there implied that she's been doing it for a bit.
Honestly, chances are, Aidan, that you're probably going to be right. She is famous because this creator has no subtlety, as we've established. But technically speaking, she could just be an unknown model. That does happen.
But you also have to take into account as well, like, so what? Even if she never ran across this model and never ran across this famous person, what? No one on the street ever stopped her and be like, "Oh my God, you're that famous model, Rena." I'm so
we don't know if she's famous or not. That's the thing.
She's probably famous. Let's be honest.
She's probably, well, yeah.
What is she? Adrian Agreste? I don't know. We were just talking about this.
Let's not kid ourselves and be like, "Oh, I'm sure she's just an unknown model."
I'm trying to give this creator the benefit of the doubt because
she is going to be well known. Do not pretend like she isn't.
I'm trying to be fair and balanced.
This is a thing that style theory I think would actually be in on. The logistics of the perfume company of perfume companies, should I say. Because it's just occurring to me. Her room is filled to the brim with good smelling things such as flowers, and then she does the perfume. So is that the perfume, or is that what she surrounds herself with? And is it
those
false
flowers provided by the
advertising?
same company that makes the perfume out of said flowers? Never know.
And also, one thing I find weird about just perfume industry in general is like how like over sexualized each of the ads are. They're like show like a attractive person.
Adverts make no sense whatsoever, at all.
They'll like show like an attractive man, for example, like spraying perfume. It's like, oh yeah, it's just like, what does this have to do with perfume? Perfume is about smelling nice, not about looking nice. I mean, looking nice is good, but like smelling nice is different.
They run these adverts around Christmas and stuff where it's like, oh, you know, let's go on a motorbike ride right now after we fall from the sky together, wearing outfits that no human being should be caught dead in, and then I'm just gonna ride off and pretend that the exhaust fumes from a motorbike aren't gonna mar the perfume that we're supposed to be advertising. That we never see apply to each other. We never apply it on camera. We just imply that we're already wearing it when we fall from the sky.
Actually, not Rena.
Here's the thing, though.
Oh, and there's that one with like Johnny Depp as well, where he just like buries a bunch of chains in the middle of the desert, and it's like, well, great, you're sweating in the desert. How is this a fragrance advert?
It's a similar thing with like shampoo, specifically women's shampoo, because I think we're all aware of the difference here, right, between men and women, like soap in general on ads.
Of course.
Men get the
men's products all about the dudes, you know.
Yeah. I saw an ad on YouTube at one point where it was a men's soap ad, and it was straight up just insulting men for smelling like apes.
What?
It was like, you smell like ape. You gotta clean your balls.
Wait, hold on. Isn't the famous like "look at your man, back to me" kind of thing? Isn't that like originally a fragrance advert? You know, it's like, your man isn't me, but he can smell like me. If he buys, I don't know what product it was. I just know the meme.
And then for women's, it's always like a very long like. You can smell
slow motion, like applying like in the middle in the shower itself.
Right, specifically along their ribs, because you can't show their boobs, but it's kind of implied.
Gratuitous shoulder shots as well.
Yeah, and then you know you're like doing different shots between different body parts, but nothing, of course, on the.
They also have the shampoo applied to their entire head at the same time.
Yeah.
And you
Well, no, a
like
lot
kind
of
of like
times-
have the like
no,
the
lot-
soap near
oh.
their neck. It's just like
Yeah. It's so
Or it's in the
true.
forest. It's in the forest and in slow motion as well.
Well, I've seen a lot of men's ones in the forest too, except they're usually in swamps until they're given good shampoo.
let's
Should
okay,
we just
okay.
review fragrance adverts one day?
You know
Can we
what?
just make that
Yes.
a thing
But
somewhere?
okay, I don't know
Put
if
it-
you're the same Jacob, but I mean, I don't really care much about like the type of soap I use. Like, I will use whatever soap I have. I'll just be like, okay, this is soap. I'm putting
Yeah,
it
If
on
it
me.
if
I don't
it
know if you're
cleans
the
my
same.
body,
It
then
works.
good.
Okay,
I
will
don't
say-
care if it's conditioner, shampoo, or body.
Okay, so here's
stuff,
the
you know.
thing. Me
If it makes me
personally,
clean, then I am keen.
Me
Yes.
personally, I always get gender neutral soap because first, and I looked this up. You can like do a very quick Google search here, but like a lot of shampoo that is separated between like male and female have different minerals, and so the amount of stuff on men and women is slightly different, and so it's
Yeah.
like, okay, technically my body structure requires male. No. I
I want those minerals. Give me more
I-
minerals.
I would like female, but it doesn't take off the right amount of stuff. So I always get the neutral stuff, which is like
Fair
never
enough.
advertised, by the way. Just saying, it's either smell like roses or smell
Okay.
like caveman. There's no in between.
Okay,
Smell
we
like
have to do
caveman.
an advert now about roses versus caveman, and then Julius comes in and says that he
Oh my-
uses neutral.
Oh my god, we
Yes.
should write that later. We should sit down and just write out like.
Okay,
welcome
alright,
to-
alright,
In
so
Mutant
yes.
Girl season 20, Julius is now a world renowned like
Perfume
actor,
model like Rena.
right?
is.
He's now like an actor, and so the intro of the season is like a Julius ad where he shows up as neutral as soap.
He plays a superhero in movies.
No,
called
oh
Neutral
my
Man.
god. Oh my god, no, the soap won't have a title. It won't be flavor anything. It will just be called soap because it's neutral. So the end of it is just so you'll just have like the title card, classic title card, and then you'll have Julius holding the bottle. Be like, get soap right now at local stores.
Perfect. Yeah, that's the advert now.
Yep.
Okay. Also, speaking of Mutant Girl stuff, yes, this is exactly what I meant. Like, he looks like Malwick. You mentioned the jacket and the whole thing for like the dark hair and whatever. And yeah, it's like, dang it, that means Malwick's a cliche. Because you mentioned that. That's what I was saying before.
You can't avoid them all, you know.
Yeah, I can try, but I will
To be
always
fair, you
fail.
kind of did the bullies to lovers cliche of Marwick. To be fair,
Not,
it was done
not
in
quite.
a slightly different way, but it's still technically the bullies to lovers.
I mean, I made fun of that in my pitch meeting parody, the fact that it
Okay.
wasn't the leader and that was the cliche. But I did make an effort to make sure, like, in the scripts, that Malwick never directly bullies Morwenna at any point.
Right. I was about to say Marwick was a bad bully. He was
Yeah, because he was always one trying to like
terrible
de-escalate
at his
this
original
situation on
role.
purpose, and then also actively went to like get rid of Pop that one time, which William and Johnny didn't pick up on in their review. Just like, oh, why is he finally asking for lemonade? And it's like, he's trying to get rid of Pop so he can be nice and supportive. Just keep going. But yeah, either way.
Who the hell took over my girlfriend's body?
She just said.
Yeah, exactly. Were you not paying attention?
Hey, calm down. I'm just as shocked as you are. And as for who I am, I've stated it multiple times that I'm Rita's sister, Rory.
Don't try and be self-aware now. You've already made your bed.
We were separated when we were little after a parent's death.
Can we not go over this again? We just had the narration about this.
You know about that?
Well,
No,
how
you
would
know
you
about
not
this. Almost
know
like
about-
I just.
This man is stupid. Ah, no! Don't hurt Caitlin! No!
Okay,
Caitlin, no!
right. Okay, Ghost Kitty cliche counter number 16. Main love interest is a himbo.
We love himbos.
Obviously, I'm her sister. Oh my
This
gosh.
is my facial
Give me a
expression
second to
for the rest
process all
of
this.
Video. It's unsalvageable.
Give me a second to process all of this. Scanning, processing,
White
Loading.
transition.
loading, transition,
Once Rena's
information processed. Once Rena's boyfriend, or should I say Tristan, finally calmed down, I thought it was all
boyfriend,
over.
or should I say Tristan, finally calmed down and thought it all over. I needed to put things in action.
I'm
We had
so
decided that the
glad we
best
skipped ahead to that part. We didn't have to bother with all that progression.
No, actual character development interactions.
That
No.
inaction was
what
to
is this? A
talk
story?
to.
Yeah, I was
That
about to
would
be like,
require
also, wouldn't it
dialogue.
be? It would also be easy to like contact her because like she has your cell phone because if she's
Exactly.
possessing your body and you memorize your cell phone number, just call your own cell phone with her phone and then bam.
I think that's what she's about to do.
Rena by calling my own phone number so
There
that
you
Rena
go.
could pick up. Here's her phone.
Wait,
All of a
why do you
sudden,
have
she
her
could have
phone?
felt
Wait,
No,
wait,
you
wait,
got- no,
wait.
that's
We're
not
not
a
gonna
phone.
gloss over that real quick. Why do you have her phone? What human being has like their partner's phone? Oh yeah, this is just my partner's phone. You know, I was just checking it just in case they're cheating on me. You know. Anyways, this is. Oh, here I guess you could have your phone back.
Oh my goodness!
or-
Imagine if Rena actually was cheating on Tristan, but he only found out because Rory gets a call from like the other man.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
a rush of excitement. I had spent the past many years searching for my sister in hopes
Yes,
to
we were
reconnect
told
with
that
her.
earlier.
Yeah. Thank you. Yes.
And finally, I'm
correct.
just
Oh, by the way, yeah, the last name is Lynn. That's why it was Lynn Hotel. Confirmed.
one phone call away from being able to talk to her again.
As we all know, yes. Once again, caller ID does not say the words caller ID. It says the name of the person, who would not be under caller ID because it's a new number calling from a different phone.
Hello? Rena, is it actually you? Rory? Yes, it's me. Look,
How do
Rena,
you know
if you
your
haven't figured it out
sister's
yet,
voice?
By the way, this is confirmation that we are indeed
What is
not in the
this?
1950s because the phones look like that,
we switched
That's
That's
bodies
not a
overnight
phone. That's a Nintendo 3DS.
which also would not be around the 50s.
somehow.
Okay, yeah, but
So-
it's not a phone. Okay, we like when I first saw that, I did not think, oh, that's an iPhone. I thought, oh, we're about to play Mario.
By the way, Malwick started as a pink phone, just saying.
Oh, I'm in your room and
Oh, wait, no, as Brina's phone, never mind.
you're in mine?
Yeah, or you remember her boyfriend
Yeah.
was having it for some reason?
Yeah.
Because it's
I found out when your
for-
boyfriend Tristan interrogated me.
Yeah, we don't need to have this whole conversation that we've just seen again. My
Are
goodness,
you gonna
no wonder it was
recount the
18 minutes
exact
long.
dot?
This video was marketed as a short.
Are you gonna
Jeez.
recount all the dialogue again?
We are halfway through.
This is so weird. I never thought we'd meet like this.
She's still laughing.
Haha,
I
I know. But we have to
She laughed much more heartily in silence than she did as an AI.
talk about switching bodies.
Yes.
That is funny.
We need to meet in person as soon as we can.
Also, why? Like, one thing I don't get is like, why isn't like, why? Like, I feel like the characters should be freaking out more than they are. Like, they seem way more calm about the situation because, like, to our knowledge, body swapping in this universe is very uncommon, if not practically unknown. So how do
Unprecedented,
you
yes.
how do you know
Everything
that
is
you
unknown
how
in
do
this
you
universe.
how do you know that you're unable to
True.
what how do you know that you're not going to be how do you know that you're not going to be stuck in those bodies forever? Like,
I
you
guess
may
they're
have
gonna
body
cross that bridge
swap
later.
permanently for all you know. Like, I'll be freaking out if I was like woke up in someone else's body and be like, oh great, I may permanently be stuck with someone else's life for the rest of eternity. You know.
I have a really important interview tomorrow. Oh my god, you're right.
Well,
I had a model
Well,
shoot and
it's
voice
back, it
lessons.
doesn't matter about your interview because you can't interview as your twin because your twin isn't
think-
good at the job.
I think that's the plan. I've seen like sitcom plots that are like this, where like they have to do this kind of thing. Which, by the way, Ghost Kitty cliche count number 17. Twins do a switcheroo.
This
How
is
far
like
do you
that
live from my
SpongeBob
house?
episode. SpongeBob reference. SpongeBob is doing yet another driving test, and except he keeps on failing, as is the cliche. And
Yes.
so Patrick sticks like a what do you call it? That's a bad movement. Sticks a walkie-talkie down one of SpongeBob's like top head holes. And so then SpongeBob wears a hat to the
Oh yeah, that was one of the first episodes I ever saw.
Yeah, he wears a hat to the lesson, and the whole time he's doing amazing because of all the things Patrick's terrible at. Driving is not one of them. And
Yeah.
so and
What
then
confused me is that later on they have a whole episode where it's like, whoa, you got a perfect score on your boating test. I did not see this coming, even though several seasons ago you just went through and like gave me all the information, so clearly you know.
Yeah, the only reason why that driving test failed was only because Patrick had a panic attack after Mrs. Puff mentioned in passing how funny it would be if you had a man in your head telling you all the things, because that would be cheating. And Patrick heard that it would be cheating. It was, ah!
Yeah.
And then SpongeBob was like, I don't know what to do, Patrick. Ah!
Oh yeah, no. Now I have a vivid memory of him just like crashing into everything, yelling "Trampas, trampas." Of course, yeah.
House. I'm not sure. Where am I right now?
Oh, that's right, because Mrs. Puff kept on repeating, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, because she was trying not to die.
Of course.
I live in the south part of Georgia. Oh, God.
Okay, that rounds it down to, still a vast area. Can you, give me a city name, possibly? A street?
Texas right now.
Yeah,
Oh, you're in Texas. Oh, don't worry. That's not a massive area. Only the second largest state in existence.
That's where Sandy Cheeks is.
Well, I mean, that's where she's from anyway.
How soon I could buy a plane ticket for you?
Well, I mean, she'll be going home soon.
But once I looked online, I was soon disappointed. The soonest plane ticket to Texas was in a week.
Also, how do you have the money to afford a plane ticket? Plane tickets cost
because because remember, Aidan, she's a famous perfume model.
Oh, look.
Yeah, but normally, like normal, Georgia. Even if you have that, even okay, so as a child star, there's a guaranteed fund you get. They have to open a bank account where they put a portion of your profits. Some of it goes to your parents and stuff like that. And there's a questionable morality about teenagers and stuff like that working in like the huge acting industry and stuff like that. There is like questionable morality where the money goes and stuff like that.
They are a child.
They're 15.
No, they're 18.
No, they're 15.
Jacob, settle this. I swear they're 18.
They are 18.
Yeah.
Oh, they are? I thought they said 15 earlier.
No, they said 18 earlier.
No, they said an appropriate age earlier.
No, they said 15. No,
they said an appropriate age, and then they said 18 whenever she was being interrogated by Tristan.
Their birthday was Rena, 18, October 15th.
Oh.
That's why you're confused. October 15th. That's why you're thinking 15.
Okay. But like it just feels weird, especially because like doesn't this girl have parents? Like I feel like even if
they don't. Oh wait,
this girl has adopted, but wait, Jacob, are you saying adopted parents aren't real parents? Wow, as someone who's adopted, I can't.
You're asking me that question, Aidan.
I can't believe you would say that. I'm so disappointed in you. You know,
Jacob,
you were adopted.
Don't worry, I'm not actually Jacob. I'm actually his twin brother Esau. So.
Oh yeah, sorry. Oh yeah, sorry. Wait. What jacket do you have on right now?
Oh, that would be Caitlin, obviously.
Oh no, it's obviously Zane. God.
Oh, dang it. Okay, I guess I'm not Jacob. There you go, confirmed. All right.
A whole 7 days I had to live as my sister. I had so much to do back at home, such as school, work, and an interview.
We all know this.
Not only that, but Rena also.
My goodness! Can we get like a Rory shut up counter, please, as well as the cliche? We're at like 10 at this point.
Also had important events like model shoots, voice lessons, and fittings.
Okay, Rory shut up counter again because we just had Rena herself tell us this information a second ago. I will repeat, this was marketed as a short.
This is gonna be one hell of a week.
Good, can we see it, please?
Promising
No.
to call every day in order to catch up.
Yeah, and lacing our own pinkies because we're not a long distance.
I already had to go to one of Rena's model shoots. When I got there, I was blown away. I couldn't believe I had a model in front of everyone here.
Also, you gotta take into account as well. Like, I feel like slipping into someone else's life would be kind of hard, especially. I don't know.
That's
I
what
feel
we're
like
about to
having-
find out. She's coming under pressure right now. That's when it starts.
All of a sudden, the nerves settled in and I began to panic. But thankfully, Tristan came over.
Tristan was also there. He had nothing else to do today, so I guess he's accompanying me.
Maybe
No,
he's
wait,
a
wait,
Hey,
what's
calm
Tristan looking at?
I don't know.
Down, you'll do fine.
Hmm.
Remember, you're doing this for your sister. His inspiring words gave me a little confidence, and soon I began my shoot. To my surprise, this is the most fun I've had in a while.
Actually about to cheat.
Well, I mean, technically. Oh no, you mean like not the SpongeBob Patrick kind of cheating. You mean like Tristan? Okay, I see.
In comparison to my busy and boring life, Rena's lifestyle gave me a nice little break. Thankfully, the shoot went well, and the photographers were all impressed.
Can we do a
But
part
while
2
I
of
was
this video? I'm about to fall asleep, man.
Caught up in all the
I can't fast forward.
fun, glam, and makeup. Rena's day was a whole different story.
Yeah, as you just speculated for.
She took my place at school and had to attend all my classes.
As was logical.
At first, she was lost as soon as she entered the school. But once she ran into my friend Ari, it changed. Hey,
And to my friend Ari, how does an AI flub a line? How is that even physically possible?
Rory.
Yeah, I keep on hearing
Oh.
kind of like a W where it should be an R sometimes. I think
Wait,
they
hold
might
on a
have.
second. I think I know. I think I know why there's like a pause sometimes. It's because the AI only allows a certain character limit, and all of the AI stuff like they're synced in, but they're not synced in at the end of a sentence. They're synced at the end of a word to max out the character limits. Remember, in the description it said this person put a lot of effort into this video.
Hey. What's with that expression? Oh, about that. I got little sleep, so I'm kind of in a haze.
They didn't. I love how the twins didn't fill each other in on any details of their lives. Like they don't they didn't even have a list on their phones or anything.
That's a sitcom.
I
Taking
feel
my
like
chance-
I feel like to be fair, like it's kind of hard to fill someone in on your whole life and every
But
aspect.
if you have a
of
week
your
to do
life.
so.
Tell me my
No,
schedule.
but I think it was a day. I think they had like an hour or two. Like they have to live each other's lives.
Oh yeah,
for a
before they
week.
had to go, then yes.
Yeah.
Fortunately, Ari gave a rundown of my schedule to Rena. And soon after a couple of classes, it was time for lunch. Rena was walking down the hallway talking with Ari.
Phoebe died.
I think yeah, right. Well,
That was
go,
a.
I guess.
Hey,
You alright,
Where did it-
girl?
where did my camera go?
Oh wait,
It's under the table,
you
I
camera.
think.
I like
I
you
see
can
your-
see
I see
my
your
cat
cat.
up there. You can see my cat.
So the reason
Wait,
that
hold
we
on.
brought in Phoebe today was so she could test a new camera.
What? Hold on.
And
wait,
now
I know.
and she
wait,
already broke her camera, man.
wait,
Sorry, bro.
I know that headset. Where's? Hold on. Okay, there's the cat. Where's the camera? Is that it? Wait, hold on.
I
Okay,
see
you
the
can
cord
see the
moving.
cord. You can see me moving the cord.
This is
the
more
ca-
entertaining than anything that's happened in the original
Ow.
video.
Oh, I can't reach my hand in there. I have big hands. Where's the?
Hi, my name is Chris, and my camera fell to the ground one day. I was very scared I would never find it, but luckily I saw a headset in front of me. The headset I recognized as something that I had dropped many years ago.
No, God, there's such little space. Dude, you see
I
I
my-
see your hand.
frantically,
I saw
and my
your
hand
hand.
appeared on the screen for a brief second.
Oh, there-
and that
there
was
it
my hand
is.
again.
Wait, is
And there's
this?
the headset. I'm holding the headset
You're
currently.
close. You're close.
Oh my God.
Keep digging in there, like whatever you were doing, do it again.
Yeah, keep
because
digging.
you are
You
holding
moved
the
the
cable
wires,
that connects to
right?
the headset, and the camera's behind that headset.
Peekaboo.
Turn to your right.
You're like a horror movie character. It's like peekaboo.
I see you.
Oh no,
There you
she's
go.
gonna grab us, Jacob. She's gonna
Tilt.
grab us.
Tilt your head
Headset that's foul.
to the
Look
right.
me in the eyes. Stare at my face.
Okay, there's the headset. You're looking at the headset right now.
Yeah, I get that much.
Okay, and the camera's behind it.
No, it's a. Wait, oh, I see it.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Whoa. Don't dox yourself. Ah! Ah! Ah!
Whoa,
Yes!
hey, is my camera good? Is my camera good?
Is it good, guys?
It's 4K.
Oh, my ribs.
BB jump scare. It's like that one meme of the baby that like eats the camera and then it goes to the Dark Souls like, you know, you died screen.
Hey, guys. Ow, my ribs.
Be careful not to dox yourself. Very important.
Are you shuffling over, like lying down on the chair?
I think she died.
Hold on, I'm trying to get a good position. Okay, we ready for the video now?
I
Sure.
guess. Should be asking you that question, but yeah.
God. Oh, God.
I suppose I'll put the video back on. All right.
Ari, when all of a sudden, Ari smirked at her. Confused, Rena looked at what Ari was talking about. Walking towards him was a tall, blonde boy. Rena began to panic as she figured Rory probably knows him. Ari, who is that? Are you crazy, girl? That's the same boy you've been obsessing over for the past 2 years.
And who has not been mentioned once in this whole story narrated by Rory, who's been obsessing over him.
You gotta get the plot
How could you forget Roman's name? Little did Rena know, that was one of my
First time I've
closest
heard
friends, Roman. I've been friends with him for the past 2 years after having a strange encounter.
What kind of strange encounter?
Okay, this is my story animated classic like 101. Even if the story has nothing to do with the love interest, introduce one. You always have to have an unrequited love somewhere in there, like, and have someone
What is
try to
the
do that.
point
That's
of
what all
having
the
a
stories
love
boil down
interest?
to.
I thought all it was about the twins
Oh my
living
God.
their lives and stuff like that.
camera.
Yeah, well, nope, apparently not anymore. That's the same issue the Beauty is Pain had all those years ago. It's the same issue My Story Animated had for
It's
several
about
years.
a boy.
That's the same issue we have now.
It took
Yeah.
place in sophomore year when I was walking to class, when suddenly someone ran on my shoulder.
Oh wow, what a strange
Oh.
encounter. BB, are you
Oh,
kidding
no.
me? BB, are you serious?
It slipped from my hand.
Just adjust it first and then sit down again.
I'm trying and it slipped from my hand.
I can't even tell where it is now because the
Neither
screen
can
doesn't
I.
show
Where
anything.
did it go? So it has to be my computer, right?
I think it fell on its face. I think that's the problem. It's directly on its face, so the camera's not pointing up anywhere.
Hold on. Wait. Well, if I do this, do you see? Nope, it is on its
No.
face. Oh no.
Oops a daisy.
It's not gonna
Well,
look so 4K anymore, I don't think.
It's not gonna look like it. Yeah, there's gonna be no pixels at all in this at this rate.
Hold on.
Ugh. Okay. I don't think the screen cracked. I'm hoping it did anyway.
I really hope not. I spent $300 on it.
Oh, dang.
Hey, watch it, man. Suddenly, the blonde boy turned around and I was in shock. Who was this guy, and how had I never seen him before?
Wow, what a strange encounter.
I know if I had met him, I would have remembered him, for sure. Listen, I'm so sorry. I was in a rush and didn't mean it. It's fine, I guess. How
What is
about
this
I repay
music?
you somehow?
I don't know.
What? I'm in a rush right now, but the next time I see you, I'll repay you.
Okay, bro.
Wait,
just act
hold
like-
on, man.
Someone.
But before I could question the boy, he
Not
ran
that
away,
serious.
leaving me wondering when I'd see him again.
I don't know, you go to the same school, it's pretty likely you'll see him.
Yeah.
Though that was soon answered, when 2 days later I ran into him at a cafe.
At a cafe, really?
Yeah, cafe.
Whoa! BB found it! You did it!
Oh
Oh god,
God.
there's
Oh God. Oh God.
Don't yes. Don't yes. No!
We've been ate by BB. BB bored us. God.
Oh great, now my stream's demonetized.
Oh come on. Wait,
I've said worse things on this stream.
I know that's just one of the words that YouTube flags. Anyway,
He came up to me and apologized yet again for the other day. Keeping his
while I was having a mouth movement, of course.
promise of repaying me, he paid for my coffee.
There we go.
After sitting down, we lost track of time. And before we knew
Much like the editor did on this video.
it, we spent 2 hours together at the cafe. Ever since then, we've been hanging out at school as friends. And now he's standing in front of Rena, thinking it's me. Hey, Rory.
Whoa,
Hi, Ari.
What happened with the voice there?
I don't know. The voice kind of glitched.
Yeah, it got a little
Jeez,
louder.
I'm surprised you noticed me. Thought you'd only seen Rory. Shut up, Ari. Anyways,
kinda
Rory,
rude.
is there any
We barely
chance
noticed boy,
I could-
and like one of his first major interactions we see is him saying "shut up" to to a friend of.
I
the
think
main
it's more like
character.
he only noticed Rory versus like Ari, who was like, oh, I guess, I don't know if you registered me as a person here as well or something along those lines. I have no
talk to
idea.
you for a
Here's the
bit?
thing.
What?
It's stationary. The problem is that it's so tiny. So I don't know how I'm supposed to get it to stick. I was using tape, but evidently that doesn't work forever.
Blue tack, I would have said.
Sure, what is it?
Oh, by the way, cliche counter 18. Protagonist possible loving just one of their close friends because we all know that girls and boys can't just be best friends. Another gacha cliche that I painstakingly have tried to avoid for the past 4 years. No matter how many people ship those two characters together.
Right now, Julius will marry each other eventually. Okay,
Yeah.
they won't. They won't marry each other ever. I actually know some future details, but we don't talk about those future details because I know the future.
Uh-huh.
I am
Oh,
like Julia. I can see the future.
Like that sounds like a joke, but no, he actually does know about the future.
Yeah, no, I know about the future.
Yeah.
I was thinking about talking in private. Oh, I'm okay.
I'm okay. As in one word, I'm okay.
I'm okay.
These AIs, come on.
Frolly and
Also,
Roman.
wait, I thought you were
Rena-
both in school. Wait. You were both in school a minute ago. Now you're at a park.
And
I'd love to
can we
talk to you in
talk-
private.
Yeah, let's leave school. Let's skip school and skip classes. Let's just go to the freaking park.
imagine the script was made by ChatGPT.
Oh my god, that would be even worse.
The story's written by an AI as well as voiced by it. That makes so much sense now.
Ended up in an area with nobody around.
Yeah, at a park.
Yeah,
Wait, why is no one at a park?
Yeah, we can't find one private area in the school. Let's just leave the school early.
All of a sudden, Roman said something that caught Rena off guard. Look, I'm going to cut it to the chase.
I have 2 hours to live.
I know we've been friends for a while, but I was wondering if we could go on a date together. Not just as friends.
Well, no,
I have-
running
And you
on
had
a
to
date.
drag her outside for what? Exactly? And of course, Rena's going to be stupid right
Oh
now.
my god, he's not asking you out, Rena. He's asking out the other girl. I forget her name. She's not asking you
I
out.
forget her name.
Rena
That's how
has a
bad this is.
boyfriend, not
Wait,
you.
Aidan,
First you were,
remember, she's a girly girl. She can't be smart.
A boyfriend.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Girly girls
what?
are not allowed to be smart.
Yeah.
Wait, no, Rory doesn't.
Yes.
Oh, I feel like I'm going to bleed my own brain out through my nostrils.
Rory, are you okay?
No one's okay.
Since Rena didn't want to hurt Roman's feelings and had no clue how Rory felt about him,
Why are you saying your own name in third person? You are Rory narrating this! Did we suddenly switch perspectives in the...
the narrator sometimes apparently is Rory, but then sometimes the narrator is just an omniscient being who knows what everyone's feeling and seeing and stuff like that. So it's either okay. When writing a story and you're having a narrator character, you gotta pick whether we're narrating from a first-person perspective, like first-person omniscient, I don't know, something, anything. There are different. I'm not explaining it the best, but there are different versions of omniscience in storytelling and narrators. Sometimes it's from a character.
Second person, third person,
Yes.
Limited, third person, omniscient. That's the four types.
Yeah, there are those kinds of types. So you gotta pick a type. You can't just be like all the above. That doesn't work. That's not how logic works. I'm sorry. Storytelling.
Could have said it better myself. Thank you, Aidan.
Brain dumb. Brain big dumb.
No, your brain is big smart. My brain went big dumb there. It had to
Your brain
recalibrate
broke.
itself.
She had to tell him the truth. Listen, I'm not Rory. And before you tell me I'm crazy, just hear me out.
I mean, she could have easily said, "Oh, let me think about it first, and then confirm with Rory." But that's fine. Love interest fans use the line, but not just as friends when asking someone out.
I mean,
like
to be fair, normally you don't word it on going on a date with a friend. Like, I probably will hang out with friends later, but I'm never gonna word it. I'm never gonna word it when asking my friends to hang out. I'm never gonna word it. Hey, do you want to go on a date later as friends? It's like no.
I guess that's why it's a story cliche. I suppose. Maybe that does count.
Somehow overnight yesterday, I switched bodies with Rory.
Oh.
I have no clue how, but just
Shoot,
know that
hold
now.
on.
What?
Okay, sorry.
Talking to the real Rory. Then who are you? I'm her twin sister. And what's Rory's sister's name and birthday?
The same as Rory's own birthday! What is wrong with everyone?
The birthday is gonna be the same. The age is gonna be the same. The name won't be the same, but everything else will be the same. God, like it's like, oh, hey, what's your twin's birthday? Just like it's your own. It's my own birthday. It's not.
I'm Rena Lynn, and we were born October 15th.
Oh, see, we were born. See,
Yeah,
we.
she
So you had the same
Separated at a
birthday. Why ask that?
Yeah, exactly.
Young age after our parents' death. Shoot,
And if he knows Rory's birthday anyway, that means he already knows the answer. So, yeah.
you weren't joking.
That's all it took, really. Tristan at least tried a bit harder than that. It's not by much, mind you, because he was still dumb, but my goodness.
Men in
The
the
only
story
people
are
that-
dumb.
Yep.
No, are
Once again, love interest must be a himbo.
Rory's close friends.
I'm back. Sorry,
my
someone
God,
just barged in.
Confessed to Rory's sister instead of her.
That's your takeaway. That's your biggest point. This problem with this right now. That's your main concern in this scenario. You're joking.
Haha, chill. Don't worry about it. I won't tell Rory anything you just said.
I mean, he clearly wanted Rory to know about it anyway, which is why he confessed to you thinking that you were Rory in the first place.
Just don't get any ideas.
Okay, the wearing jackets thing, I'm not going to count that anymore because, I'm wearing a jacket for crying out loud.
Jacob, stop doing cliches.
Oh no, I've got dark hair and I'm wearing a jacket! I've turned into Marwick!
I
see the
literally have a
similarity.
boyfriend. The week went on with Rory tending to Rena's
Did
work.
I just watch
and
a PowerPoint like transition?
Maybe.
Rena doing the same with Rory's schedule.
Wait,
However-
we use art assets.
Yeah, we're still back into we're back doing third person again now.
When Rena was caught up with Rory's crazy routine, she forgot one important detail. The interview. After school, Rena went home, but once she ran into Rory's mother, she realized she messed up. Rory's mother reminded her about her interview. In a hurry, Rena took the train, then ran to the interview.
And I thought the word interview, again, AI is said the exact same way every single
Whoa,
Due to her
hold on a second.
unpreparedness, it
Hold
went
on a second.
Wait a
She
minute,
took
Josh?
she took the train and then ran to the interview.
She ran behind the train to go to the I guess what was meant there was that she took the train. Once she got off the train, she ran the rest of the way to the interview.
No, but why would she run to the interview if she has a train to take her there?
Well, because no, she ran from the train station to the interview. Not every building is next to a train station.
She was unable to answer a single question correctly.
Hold on, what? Okay, is this a written interview? This is not an exam. An interview, someone, interviews you.
Okay, and even then, okay. So as someone who's obviously not in Rory's life, I can answer these questions. What would you add to the team? I'm a hard worker and I have a lot of free time. What is your past job? What is your past job that gives you enough experience to work here? I work at the company already. This is just a promotion for me.
Yep.
What is our number one? What is our corporation's number one goal? To make money. I don't know.
That's not even co-op. That's not even corporations. That says cooperations.
Oh.
What is our corporation's goal? Trick question. This is gibberish.
No, you don't get it. See, this is a clear example of how school prepares you for the real world. Everyone knows you'll be given you'll be given a worksheet by your employer where you then have to answer a bunch of survey questions in complete sentences.
Also, as far as the name goes, when you get adopted, you don't normally keep your last name from your biological parents. So not only that, but she's also failed at writing her own name. You can't make this up.
Whenever she answered what do you feel you would add to the company, you should have added comedic effect.
Yeah, exactly. A very clear bottom rung.
Also has no idea how to do dates.
See, also, yeah, here's the thing. Like, you're saying here, unable to answer your question correctly. None of these questions are like right or wrong answers. They're just right or wrong if you're Rory. You can answer these questions however you like. That's the whole point of them.
Yeah,
that's how the interview's supposed to work.
So the visuals should have been something like, when was company founded?
No, Aidan, the visual should not have been a piece of paper to begin with. It should have been a person, a human, and a Homo sapiens.
Yeah, but listen, if we're gonna
On her way out, it was evident she failed her sister.
No, but this is the 1950s. You couldn't just do it all on a computer.
It's not the 1950s. They have Nintendo 3DSs.
They have cell phones.
How could she ever make it up to her?
Oh, backfacing Gacha character, nice.
Well, by reuniting, I don't
know. On the phone, Rena deeply apologized. She just ruined her sister's opportunity at achieving her dream.
It's okay, because I met you.
Motion later.
Right, it's okay because I met you.
So upset back at Rena's place. But in just 4 days, they'd be back together. Before they
probably permanently stuck in each other's bodies, but let's not talk about that horrifying concept being bodies.
Yeah, they could just switch around. It's not much of a difference. One is a mole, one is a scar. Big deal.
Days went by in a flash, and Rena was already on her way back home.
Oh yeah, forget about the rest of the half of the week that we set up here. No, it doesn't really matter. Just skip all that.
They had planned to meet in front of Rory's house.
Again, how does an AI stop making the AI flub a line?
Once Rory had finally reached her house, she was ecstatic.
What happened to the parents? Where's the adoptive parents of the sister though? Like why is the boyfriend there but the adoptive parents aren't there?
The AI messing up the line is the only way that this writer could create any sort of characterization.
Yeah, any semblance of humanity in this delivery.
The two twins that were separated for the past couple of years were now by one another's side.
It's only been a couple of years?
Why is the AI cracking up like it's sad, it's bittersweet, like it's bittersweet?
They were like 6 or 7 when they got separated.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, that's a good point. Let's say they both had a massive growth spurt between the age of 16 to 18, which is not impossible, but
In that moment, a miracle happened. When they joined in for a hug, they switched back into their real bodies.
Isn't that convenient? They happen to switch back as soon as
OMG, Rena, we are back to ourselves.
Isn't it so
and
exciting?
Also, I don't think
I just like jumping for joy right now. We are back to ourselves. I am so happy.
Also, it was never specified that the stepmom was filled in on the situation. So
Yeah,
what's the stepmom thing of that comment? It's just like, wait, what do you mean
Aidan,
by your back to
I
yourself?
feel like we don't need to have every time this conversation needs to be repeated. It's already been repeated enough times. I'm fully prepared for the sake of this video to end already.
Okay, but here's what they could have hypothetically done, because like again, that line with the mother being there, it's kind of weird, you know. Why not? Well, like you could just exposition the explanation to it. It's like then Rena explained everything to the stepmom, Rory's stepmom, and she understood or something like that. There, bam, a few lines of dialogue, like 2 or 3 lines of dialogue. We're done.
Yeah, right.
Thank God. I can't believe it. Despite the challenges we both went through this week, I'm so glad what's happened to us. I'm so glad I could have you as my sister, Rory. Despite the twins finally being reconnected, some things still weren't settled. Rory had to see her friends again, and Rena needed to make it up to Rory. Before Rena could settle things, Rory hung out with Ari and was surprised by Roman. He had asked her out to a movie date, and she had a great time.
This would have been a good time to switch back to the first person of Rory, but whatever.
I would have hooked up with
While Rory was out having fun, Rena was conjuring up a plan.
What? What did you say?
I would have hooked up with Greek.
With Greek?
Yeah.
What does that mean? Oh, right. No, I just realized. Never mind. Don't explain it. Right. Anyway, cliche accounts, the power of friendship fixed the issue. Well, I don't know. This is more like, you know, it's like in Frozen. You know, the sisters hug and the spell gets broken.
It's more like power of love than the power of friendship.
She had decided to move down to where Rory lived with her boyfriend.
Again, I guess ditching her parents. You know what? Maybe the parents are just dead again. You onto something there, BB. You know, she's 18. She can move into her own house with her incredibly famous fragrance model money, then just move again. Of course.
Yeah.
During Rena's stay at Rory's place in the week prior, she had learned about Rory's dream to own a hotel like their parents.
But didn't answer that on the interview question when it came up on the piece of paper. Are you serious?
Also, again, she wants to own her own hotel. Like, I'm kind of confused by her motive. Like, what's... Okay, so if she were to hypothetically get that promotion at the hotel where she become a secretary, she's still not... No matter... Even if she did get that promotion... Yeah, front desk. She wouldn't own the hotel. It's not like the front desk lady.
It's climbing the corporate ladder. We've been over this, Aidan.
No, but imagine she couldn't put that on the resume though. To be fair, she couldn't just say, "I plan on taking your job."
I want to take over the company. I want to
own this hotel. Yeah.
And Rita was able to do just that.
What?
Due to all the money made from modeling and singing, she had enough money to open up a hotel with the help of Rory's savings.
All of which in pennies.
He was opening up a new hotel. It was never to climb the corporate ladder.
Okay, so here again, I think the new hotel is more of a solution. But but I'm gonna say you called one thing here. Remember you said they're gonna be singing this video? No, we're just narration about singing. We don't get the AI trying to perform Let It Go or anything.
She's such a good
because
singer,
this is Frozen now.
Take my word for it.
No, the AI has the ability to sing. No, if GLaDOS taught me anything, you can make that robot sing.
Oh, okay.
GLaDOS was also evil, so you know what?
And GLaDOS was good at singing.
Okay, but I also feel like GLaDOS actually had a little bit more like actual range than this AI. Like I'm pretty sure GLaDOS actually have like.
I'm pretty sure GLaDOS, dare I say, had an actual voice actress.
No, okay, fine. But in all technicality, you could make something very similar to GLaDOS, because most of GLaDOS's singing was done via just going up and down as far as volume goes. It's not
just
that
take
hard.
out Melodyne and just use it for a bit. Like, I don't normally advocate for like, you know, the pitch modulation and fixing anyway. I don't tend to do that in general, but I don't tend to advocate for AI stuff anyway. So if you're going to do one, just go the distance. Why don't you?
So when Rory got home, she proposed the idea. Rory was so happy about the plan and made the hotel in honor of their parents. They began to hire workers, Roman becoming one.
I guess that was his dream too. Okay, sure.
Decided to help Rory by becoming the hotel chef, as that was his inspiring hobby.
Wait, okay, so I'm just gonna analyze the relationship right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Isn't it kinda unhealthy to have, I don't know, maybe it isn't, but part of me wonders how the level of healthiness it is having one of your boyfriend be so far below you in the company. Because when you think about
how far below is hotel chef? I guess it's above front
Yeah.
of desk and above janitor in the corporate order that we've invented
chef.
for this show.
Yeah, but like
Wait a second, it just occurred to me. They skipped ahead multiple years for this because you have to have like a very high degree to actually be considered a real chef.
Well, at least the head chef. You can sign up as you can sign up as like assistant chefs or sous chefs or something. But yeah, you definitely have to study a lot more.
Did they build a hotel or did they buy out a hotel and then own it?
I would hope they did. I would hope they didn't just build a hotel made out of things they bought out of pennies.
Yeah, but there were so many pennies involved in singing and fragrance adverts. That's the difference.
As we all know, women in this universe are only paid in pennies.
So, yeah, but 1950s.
Yeah, but maybe that's why Rena had to move out. She needed a bigger house to hide all of her pennies in because
also this guy does not know how to make pasta. I'm just saying. The cheeseburger looked pretty good. The apple pie looked great. The steak, awesome. You don't know whenever you're making spaghetti, you don't put the tomatoes on the side. It's not how that works.
Yeah, it's just a little bit.
And is that a cannabis plant on the top?
I also wouldn't put that much spaghetti on a single plate because it's gonna fall off. But you know,
no.
After the health,
you could manage that. You don't put the tomatoes on the side, and you don't put cannabis plants at the top to sprout.
So opened, it became very successful.
New 5-star hotel. It doesn't even have a name. Like
wait.
Lynn Hotel. That would have been great, but no.
By James Adams. Brand new hotel opened up down the block, and it has people going crazy.
What block?
Everything.
The block from where?
Everything about the hotel is amazing, and it is now ranked a 5-star hotel. Is that an exclamation point that just looks like a second L? Anyways, the hotel was opened by Rory and Rena Lynn. The two twin sisters are found out to...
Hold on.
Even more than their...
No, it's not going to show it.
Yeah.
People are surprised.
Parents' hotel. Soon, Rory's life was once again perfect. She
never gained her narrator position back, but she didn't care. She has a hotel now.
All the people she ever needed right by her side.
Look, it's
except her dead parents. But you know what? Forget them. I guess they burned in a fire. Whatever.
Yeah,
dumb line. And it's the last one of the video.
Okay. In conclusion, that video was terrible.
Not at all.
Christ. Okay, so...
Hold on a second. I want to check something really quick.
Yeah, the hard work that was promised in the description is evident, but only from the visuals. And I'm sorry, but that does not equal a good video. The story does not have...
The story was way too exposition heavy. Like not even the fact that it was primarily exposition, but they end up half the time they end up restating the previous exposition. It's just like, oh man, I was all alone after my parents died. I was all alone. You know, it's just like,
I've said this several times.
You were all alone.
I've said this several times, but I'm never tired of saying it. If you have to pick between, not that you should, but say that you do, for whatever reason, have to pick between having good visuals and have a good story, always pick the story. Because people will forgive the visuals not being super high-end if they're engaged with the characters, engaged with the plot, engaged with the motivations, with the actions, the conflicts, all of that stuff that keeps people interested. Whereas this, you flash a bunch of pretty visuals in front of people, and I guarantee no one's going to even remember this story, afterwards, unless it's us and we bring it up when we want to reference an example of what not to do for a My Story animated clone.
Yeah, that's what I was actually about to check. I was about to see
21.
I was about to see what their outro looks like.
what is this? It looks like, oh, you mean in terms of their like the actual end screen visuals?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, that's the same subscriber thing that I have.
My
Yeah.
Storytime
I do it
Animated
sometimes.
changed their YouTube name. They changed
Well,
it
yeah,
to
MSA, previously My Story Animated, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Like I
get
said,
why-
they've come a long way. They've improved a lot, but
Have
this
they?
channel, yes, they have.
I don't know. I'm looking at these like titles and it looks pretty MSA to me. My BFF boyfriend is too nice to me. Oh no!
There are a lot of versions of My Story Animated. I don't know if they're owned by the same company because I believe they're a foreign company. But at the same time, I'm pretty sure they repost videos and stuff like that. Like they'll like unlist videos or like take them down and like post up the same video somewhere else. I don't know. It's weird. I think it's like a content farm, honestly. But one thing that I remember from one of the story animated videos, I don't think it was My Story. It was another one of the clones or one of the other subsidiaries. I don't know. But I remember it was like the video was titled something like "I got bullied for my opinions."
Wow, who would have? I wonder who that might be aimed at.
You know what it was about? It was about like
someone who made a bunch of gacha reviews and then got asked to stop watching the person's channel.
Did it
What?
happen to
No.
be Odo Magic Critic?
Maybe, I don't know.
Oh no,
I know
Minute Videos.
Maybe Minute Videos.
Hold on, Minute Videos sounds familiar to me.
But like it was about so basically the video started with like this girl talking to her friend. She's like, "Oh, what do you think of the LGBT community?" And then the other friend's like, what should I say? Should I say my actual opinion or should I lie?" And then she's like, "No, I'll say my actual opinion. Yeah, I disagree with them." Just like,
oh, I hate the gays.
Yeah.
And then it was like this massive straw man. It was like everyone bullied me for just having my opinion. It's like, wow.
Ah, so it's Maddie's Gacha.
The gays should burn.
I didn't go into detail about our opinions. I feel like with a lot of those people, though, I feel like if they went in detail with their opinions, they're like, "Oh yeah, they shouldn't be able to get like married and like do whatever they want with their bodies. Like they shouldn't allow to do anything like that." Or
if they ever went specific with their opinions, that would imply sympathy, humanity, actual thought in the craft of the story.
Yeah, but like I feel like if like people were specific about their opinions in those scenarios, they're like what they think. Like
I do have to admit, I like Rory Mir's designs, and I want to make twin OCs. Yeah, I tell you what, any of us right now can make a better version of this story. Honestly.
I think honestly, I could just re-upload this except like mute it all, so I just do like actual voice acted and it would already be better.
Yeah, that is also true.
It doesn't take a lot of effort to, they put in a lot of effort, but I don't think they put in enough.
Yeah, I tell you what, you know what, this could be our this could be actually wait, Ghost Kitty, if you manage to make Gacha Plus work, this could be your first Gacha Plus series. You know what? I'll collab on you for it. We can all do the script, and then you can do the designs. And
we can toss into the Butterverse.
Just better. No, well, if we do it on our channel, we'd be Butterverse. But I meant if it was Ghost Kitty, then no. Because
to be fair, if it was Butterverse, we'd have to probably explain the body swapping because we don't normally leave things up just to happen.
Okay.
We do have magic exist, so it's not like
but like why would they body swap? Like who uses magic on
another
them?
way that this could happen, but I don't think I can say it on camera.
Well, then let's end the stream here that we can talk about it.
Yeah.
Okay. And probably not work on it right now because it is almost 1 a.m. and I, want to leave.
I know, I just mean theoretically how the body swapping could happen with the lore we have set up.
I mean, I had a Gacha Plus show at some point. I was working on something, but now I kind of want to do this, honestly.
Okay, well, I guess we're gonna end the stream here. In conclusion, this video was terrible. It wasn't good.
It was terrible. Yes.
Yeah, but you can still check out the description if you're so inclined to,
Yeah, and I'm very sorry.
Everyone,
I am sorry that I had to subject you to this video. I thought it would be good. I thought it would be good.
Moral of the story, don't trust Aidan's in the moment judgment.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, Aidan had to look for this. The real lesson is don't trust the YouTube algorithm.
Yeah, the YouTube algorithm's pretty evil.
That's also true. Yeah,
Okay, so yes.
And all because we thought it was voice acted. Okay, so please leave a like or dislike because your opinion matters. And subscribe if you've done so already. And on that note, subscribe to these two in the description as well. Make sure to check out Rip in the Dark when it comes out 2 months later, so you can
April,
now so you don't forget.
April.
Absolutely. It's gonna be
April
better than
O'Neil.
this.
It will be better than this, I can guarantee that. It will be so much better than this. If not for one reason, then for another. If you don't even like the series, then I guarantee you'll like the dynamic with these characters.
Absolutely. All right. And on that note, until